So let's recap. Last we left off, you guys had just left Tatooine, and after seeking out a survivalist, a tracker to what you guys thought was to go out and find the crystals needed for the lightsaber that Cade had, the counterpart to the other one that you've picked up, which initially was for Popara, but that had been sold to Gardula, but you did successfully get that back. But you found this tracker, and he was a little interesting bit of a character, and took you out into the deserts of Tatooine, and you found out that he actually just wanted you along for a hunt of a crate dragon. You were successful in slaying the giant beast, and were a bit convincing to take the majority of the trophy from Teenan, your guide, for his kind of shiftiness. You also were able to find a single pearl, dragon pearl that you have, and you did give, in trade for dragging the dragon back into town, you allowed Teenan to have the head of the dragon as his personal trophy. You sold, you parted that out to somebody, cashed in there, and then you also, Teenan told you to go to talk to the Jawas for those Durand fire crystals needed for the lightsaber, and you were able to, in exchange for one of your swoop bikes, able to get the crystals needed. Headed back to your ship, had a run-in with a lost love of Dabs, and took
that
off.
Has not been confirmed. Thank you.
Made your way out of Tatooine, and as you were taking off, there was a message for Rix mentioning that there's information on one of your bounties, and you had got the rest of the crew on board to go seek that out over on Ord Mantell before heading back to see Popara. So you guys had begun that journey. It was about 2.5 days. During that journey, Cade, you fixed up your lightsaber. Dab attempted some training on his biochem kit unsuccessfully. R2 did well with his studies in the demo kit. And had to clean out a lot of sand. Rix, same to you, but your weaponry, cleaning that out. And Remy experienced some interesting dreams and visions over a couple nights. He wasn't able to pinpoint what or where that was coming from, but something that kind of came up for him that was kind of weighed on his mind for majority of the journey. But eventually, after 2 nights, you guys arrive into orbit and come down to Ord Mantell. And as you approach, you get a beep on your comm system just from one of the landing agents, or whatever they're called, just asking you to just identify yourself and ask if you have clearance to land.
Who's our pilot?
Remy is the pilot, and I believe Rix, you're the operator, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, Rix would also handle astrogation and things like that. So
Say something, Rix.
What's that? I'm not sure. How does permission to land work in this universe? Do we have to we have to ask for it, or do we have like a pass?
Pretty please.
He says that out loud.
They have a parking pass for this? Yeah, so I guess I'll get on the comms and say this is Bearer's Freedom requesting permission to land.
Voice comes back, and Says we have a couple bays available. What is your business here on Ord Mantell?
Work.
Yes, work.
Work.
Says it's just kind of a quick sigh on the other end of the comm and says, "All right, you're third in line to land. You have clearance at Bay 25D, 25D. You may begin your approach." And the comm kind of clicks off, and you get close. You see a couple other ships that are kind of lined up to get in, and he had kind of mentioned a ship in front of you to kind of follow behind, so you get behind them. And Remy, go ahead and give me a piloting check.
Oh God.
Can't somebody give him a D4 on that?
Somebody could.
Look
He
at
can give it to himself, actually.
I can. You want me to cheat?
I think so, yeah. Actually, I think I added on your sheet, Remy, the global modifier.
Oh, guidance.
Yeah, I thought I renamed that. Oh, no, I didn't need to because that's what it's called.
Yeah.
So, yeah, going forward, if you turn that on, then when you click the skill, it'll automatically roll it. In this instance, just roll a d4. But just think of that, and you can roll that next time, because then it'll add it. And Rix, I think you were asking about that the other week.
How would I do that?
What's that?
Well, if I have it checked, does it just roll it itself, or?
Well, if you roll a piloting again, go ahead and roll a piloting again with it checked. See, it'll add it, yeah. And you got the same number, so that works out.
Well, that works.
So you've rolled 4 straight 4s, a D100, a D20, and a D20.
Yeah.
We're doing good. Rix, you were asking about that the other week, I think, the add in the modifier.
Yeah, for the guidance piece.
Yeah, so that's... did you figure that out?
No, I did not.
Okay. Remind me later and we'll look into it. It's just if you go in your settings, there's like global modifier, and there's like 4 different things to add, but if you use I think it's the skill one, it'll add it to guidance. So.
Okay, show global skill modifier field.
Yes. Yep, and that'll be in the left side there. Turn on.
And then if I get my wisdom up, that increases the die, or how does that work?
No. Not for guidance.
Cool.
Guidance is always just a straight D4.
Then why did I put in that it specifically had something to do with wisdom? Why did I have that in there, or was that a wisdom save?
Well,
I'm not sure.
that's the all spells
Yeah.
and powers ask for your casting mod.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's why. So, just kind of as a catch-all. So, all right. So, yeah, you kind of look deep within yourself, and you're training over the week with your tools, or not with your tools, but your skill of piloting gave you a little extra to bring the ship in fairly reasonably well. No incidents, and you find the landing bay you need to get to, and come down and land. As you do, you guys begin to offload. There's a small crew of droids that come up, dumb droids, DUMs, and service droids of the type. And there's another droid that's a little more of a protocol type that comes up and just greets you all. It says, "Welcome to Ord Mantell, the pilot of the ship."
I elbow
Yeah.
Remy in the side.
Is he asking something? He just said the pilot of the ship.
Yes,
He's just asking.
he's trying to. I was
Question.
trying to inflect that was a question.
Okay. How can I help you?
He says, he welcomes you again and says, "Docking, how long will you be with us today?"
How long do we think?
I don't know.
Say at least a week.
Roughly a week.
1 week, excellent. So he starts calculating some things, and
Jesus.
he says, well, that will be 750 credits for your docking.
Business haggling. No, buddy, that's too expensive. Come on.
Oh, thank gosh.
Says we have a standard rate per day. If you want cheaper, you just stay here less days.
All right, that's fine. Let's pay it. I mean,
So
are we-
as you guys are having this discussion, so you guys are like kind of in the hallway. You've come out of the bay. There's other there are other groups, pilots and things that have also docked, and there's a little bit of traffic here. Rix, give me a perception check. All right, so as this is kind of going on, you're just surveying everything. You see a female Twi'lek in the distance that has come out of one of the landing bays as well, accompanied by another female humanoid figure, dark-skinned, buzzed hair, and just kind of looking around and making her way downtown. She, from the little bit you are able to get a glance of her, she looks to match the description quite well of your target.
All right, I guess while we were settling up, while we were settling up the storage fee here, I guess I'm going to keep an eye on that group and see what they're up to.
So they're walking out of the main area of the landing bay and are beginning to head into more of the proper city of Ord Mantell. Into an area where traffic definitely increases, people and a few speeders and things here and there, and whatnot. The droid, meanwhile, it just kind of has a data pad held out to accept transfer of payment.
I'll get it.
Remy, give me an intelligence check. So you're pretty confident that you're definitely not going to be here for a week.
Okay. 3 days.
See him, droid look like he's calculating for a quick second, and he says 450 credits.
I will give you 260.
Then you can stay 1.5 days.
I was just say, how much is it for 1 day?
150 credits.
All right.
Rix, give
Here's
me another
150.
perception check. All right. You still got eyes on the pair, but they're getting dangerously distant to getting lost in the crowd.
I tell the group to go ahead and I'll pay the guy, and I pull out my Tatooine chase card and I give it to the guy.
Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna start following the group with the potential target.
Okay. All right. So the
But I
droid.
don't want it to look like I'm following the group.
It's like walk casual.
Yeah.
Dab heads over and charges your docking fee. The droid thanks you very much and lets you guys go on your way. So I know Rix was taking off. Is anybody else kind of going with Rix specifically, or would be a
I
little
mean,
bit?
where are you going?
Do you not want us to follow you?
Oh,
Yeah,
no, I guess
Rix,
I
are
will.
you going to take off? Are you waiting for everyone?
He just hasn't said anything about.
Yeah, that's true. I guess would I'm assuming I would have filled in the group, I guess, on the way here on why I was coming to Ord Mantell, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys did that anyway.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Okay, I just couldn't remember. So yeah, so we know we're here for Twi'lek. I guess I'm gonna not make a show of it. Well, I guess they're far enough away. I'm gonna say I think that might be who we're looking for, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna start following them.
Oh, damn, that's convenient. Oh,
Yeah, almost too good to be true. So be on alert.
Well, I changed that to half a day.
with the group of you, I'm never not on alert.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And I'm gonna look at Dab and then Cade and say, remember, this bounty's to be taken alive.
I was gonna say.
Why are you looking at me? Tell Cade the killer.
I have to get a new day job.
Ah,
So I'm gonna,
All right, let's go.
so I'll tell the group, stick with me, but hang back a little bit so we don't look like a big group of outsiders stumbling through town.
All right.
So I'll kind of take the lead and have them follow at a casual distance.
Okay. Sounds good. So Rick's up front. Everyone else kind of the rest of you, Remy, the droids, and Cade, and then behind that a little bit will be Dab, and wandering through the city of Ord Mantell. Right outside of the landing bay area, the docking bays, it's a little more rustic and whatnot, but as you get a little bit closer into town, things brighten up a bit, just in the architecture and whatnot. Things get busier, the streets are a little bit busier here and there, with traffic and people and whatnot there. Rix, are you kind of trying to be stealthy, not like sneaking, but you're not trying to make them notice you, right?
Yeah.
All right, well then give me a stealth check. Nice. Yeah, I don't even think I need a roll. All right, so so far you're able to stay unnoticed. They are the pair that you are behind. Your query is about it is a ways up, but you definitely still have eyes on them as you
And it's
move
just
along.
the two of them.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can make it if you try. But they look they're doing their best to be casual as well. The Twi'lek is, of the two of them, looking over her shoulder here or there, but for the most part, they're just trying to blend in.
Yeah, I guess I'd like to keep following them until if there's a point, I guess they get to where we're not in a huge crowd. So maybe there's somewhere not quite as populated. I'd like to know that.
Okay. So you stay on their tail for a bit, but unfortunately, they are seeming to stay mostly in the populated areas.
Okay.
it's not very nice.
Give me another stealth check.
Ruh-roh.
All right, yeah, you're doing good.
Dang.
So eventually, you do get to a point. Give me a perception check as well. Nice. All right. So you see that for a second they do get lost in the crowd, but they reappear easily enough, and you notice that the crowd at this point does thin out a little bit. And Twi'lek is just kind of looking over her shoulder. It seems like she's getting a little on edge, and they do make a turn for a little bit of an alleyway.
Oh.
Hey, out of curiosity, your bounty card say what this Twi'lek did?
I
Todd.
don't remember if we said that. Is
We
it
did,
in-
yeah, we did not discuss that. I was going to ask that earlier, but I forgot until just now.
Let me see.
It's
If
like,
I
ah.
did.
Younglings.
Maybe they're armed and considered dangerous, or force users. I don't know what I'm getting into.
Or they did nothing.
Yeah, that's
Maybe they littered.
yeah.
I'm just a bounty hunter. I'm not the judge and jury.
It's true. I thought I had put something somewhere, but I guess maybe not. So I'll have to look. Let's see.
I know it came from the data pad we got from the Trandoshans.
mhm. Yeah, I guess I don't have it. I thought I had come up. Something probably was in my head, and then didn't put it down. So she did something.
All right. Well, she did something, Cade.
Well,
related to the group.
all
Some
right.
nefarious criminal activity. I'm sure of it.
What's your plan? You're in charge.
Are you guys
Well-
caught up to each other, by the way?
I
I mean, I would think
But-
if you guys are still keeping your distance.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, knowing that they just turned around the corner, I'm going to look back to the group and kind of motion with my hand like, hey, hold on a second. And I'm going to not draw my blaster, but have it ready and then turn the corner and see where they're at.
All right, so
I
go
guess
ahead.
cautiously turn the corner.
Yeah, give me
'Cause I'm not
give me another stealth check then.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right.
Can I borrow some of that?
Well, the 11 really comes in handy on that.
Yeah, that's true.
I have been rolling the wrong things here, but it's all right.
The
I'm gonna turn the
5 decks
tides.
5 decks and expertise
Oh
and
my
stealth.
god, come on, rolls. Actually, oh no, it doesn't matter. You still beat. Okay, so yeah, you're able to kind of come around the corner, and you see the pair just walking down the alleyway, doing their best to look about themselves, and the alleyway just kind of goes on. It's a little bit, you guys are here kind of in the late morning, so the sun's out, but the alley's still, in the shade, in the shadows.
Okay, and there's nobody else in the alley besides them? And,
Nope,
me, I
no,
guess?
not at this time.
Okay. I guess I'm going to take this opportunity to yell ahead to them and say, hey, you ladies look like you might be lost. Might it be of some assistance?
And they both turn around and look at you and just take off running.
Chasing.
I tried. All right, yeah. I'm going to chase after them.
All right.
Jesus. Do we see him run away?
I guess I'll get on my comm and say, I'll yell, we got a runner.
Lucky for us, we took our bikes off the ship, right, guys?
Not if it was that crowded.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna Tommy Lee Jones it and say I want a 6-mile perimeter upstream, downstream. I want a chopper in the air.
Check every outhouse, hen house.
Okay, so as we so eloquently find ourselves into this this chase, we have your bounty ahead of you. They have a 1 gap lead on you, Rix. Then is Rix, and then 1 gap behind you is going to be Remy, the droids, and Cade, and then 1 gap behind that will be Mr. Dab Powers. So
Please, my friends call me Sir.
Sir Dab Powers,
Yes.
Sir Cannonball, Sir Ball,
Sir Ball.
Mr. Ball.
Mr. Ball.
Mhm.
No, please,
Mr.
my father
Ball.
was Mr. Ball.
All right. So we'll do an assortment of checks.
Just a
and so basically,
reminder for Todd is that my movement speed is 35.
yes, I just took note of that a little bit ago. So so you will get a little bit of a bonus to your checks because of that.
Mine's
Remy,
45.
yep, Remy will play catch up pretty soon, likely.
Jesus Christ, freaking monks, man!
And because he has, because you have
I'll say, can
uncanny
I-
dodge, that will allow you advantage on your checks.
Can I use my Leonin agility too?
Oh!
Come on.
Super speed.
I was gonna say.
Well,
I was gonna ask
we'll see
how
how that's
healthy
gonna
they look. 'Cause I got a trip attack for
Well-
HK. I'll shoot him.
And my thing is that when I get within 60 feet, I can I can move them 10 feet back if they fail to save.
Well, that's no fun. So.
Ha!
All right.
We're
so
bounty hunting, Todd.
they take off, and Rix follows behind them. So Cade, Remy, and the droids, you see Rix just take off deeper into the alley and assume that the pursuit is on. Actually, you also did say that you were sending a comm over their way to begin pursuit. So everyone, give me a athletics check.
Jeez.
Let's see, Cade, you get +4.
Okay.
R2 and Dab, you get -4. Remy,
yeah.
you get +12 at advantage.
So that's a 29.
-4 for athletics.
Yeah, I
Man,
think I'm catching up.
I think I'm not. Yeah. Yep. Roll a 2. -1, -4. Yeah, -3. And
Ooh.
HK's 15.
Okay, so Rix, start with you. Okay, Rix, you are going to lose a gap on your pursuit. So they are going to gain a gap. Remy, you've got +12 to that, right? So
Yep.
you are.
I'll sacrifice my +12 to carry Rix with me.
Let's see, where was it at?
Shouldn't have drank so much on the way over.
I think I forget if it's, because I guess if you tie. Because I got a nat 20 on my end, so that helped a lot. So I think everyone is, I don't know if they lose though. Actually, no, yeah, I guess. So everyone is going, so let's see, comparatively, compared to you guys, we'll say that Cade and so Cade, you would gain, and Remy, you would gain. You would run up and catch Rix, but the droids. Dab, you would catch up with the droids. Like there. For the first round. So Rix, Remy, and Cade. And then we've got R2 and Dab. Falling behind a little bit. Alright, so go ahead and another round of checks.
Oh.
That's what did you say? I get a +4.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a 15.
Jesus. This is all just gonna be bad. RT's just gonna turn the other way. Just take the L.
Jeez.
Do I have?
Oh my god.
There we go. Look at
3
that.
nat 20s in a row. Better get one myself.
Jesus.
Nope. Okay, so this second round, you guys are able to. So Rix, Remy, you guys are able to gain a gap. So there's only one gap between you now. Between
I still
you
have 12. If
and the
that
target.
helps.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just kind of you
fine.
gain a gap, maintain a gap, lose a gap, and then R2, you somehow find some extra oomph in your wheels, and I'm gonna get you up there. Dab falls behind though.
Yeah, start flying.
Too much Boganoga.
You've been drinking that
Any
Jell-O.
Alfredo sitting in my stomach like a
There's,
rock.
Rix, you guys it all caught up. So
Boganoga on the ship.
Do I maintain my gap or do I lose one?
you. I think you'll lose one.
Ah.
You're at what did you have? 14?
15.
15. I thought there was something in here that's... Oh wait, here we go. Wait. I thought there's rules I had something about, because I feel like if it shouldn't be a tie. I think if you lose the roll by more than X, then you would do the gap. I thought that's what it was, which I'm gonna do. Okay, so yes, Cade, you'll maintain. So you're just behind Remy and Cade. Or sorry, Rix and Remy. I need to bust out the pod racing map again to follow this along. So,
I know,
all
might
right.
as well.
As you continue to dash through the back alleyways of Ord Mantell, go ahead and give me another round of checks.
If this is an alleyway, could I use acrobatics?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Probably be dodging stuff.
My
You have
curse.
to yell out parkour while you're doing it.
I probably should have stuck with it. Just for fun. Oh, would have been the same. But
The droid's like acrobatics.
Acrobatic droid.
Yeah.
All right. So
Archie
Cade,
doing front flips and
you close the gap, so you're like right behind them. And let's see, Rix and Remy, you guys are also going to close your gap. All right, so okay, so Rix, Rix and Remy, you guys have 0 gaps between you and the target. You've caught up. You're close enough. Cade, you're just behind them. R2 and Dab, you guys are. Dab's trailing behind a bit, but the droids are have caught up a little bit themselves. So now you're able to, Rix and Remy, you can take an action if you'd like.
Non-lethal blast.
I'll go ahead and try to trip him.
Okay. Yeah, so like basically like a grapple trip.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And that's going to be a I think it's just your strength, I think is what it is.
Now, I don't know if this technically counts because it's not necessarily an attack. For the sake of increasing my die. Or if you're just doing a straight up.
Oh, this is for the damage part goes up.
Yeah, so I don't know if this would count as far as because of the how you would do that with a grapple shove or trip.
I mean, why would you do 2 when you take the attack action and attempt to grapple, shove, or trip? Or make an attack. Oh, okay. You can use your bonus action to make an unarmed strike, grapple, shove, or trip against the same creature. Like, why would you do it twice? That seems really weird. But I mean, I guess
If it failed
applies.
or something,
I guess,
probably.
yeah, I guess if it fails. All right. So, yeah. So go ahead and give an athletics check, Remy. All right, that's going to miserably fail. So as you reach out, trying to grab the Twi'lek to attempt to trip them, they're able to dance out of the way. Rix, are you doing anything?
Are we in a crowded area, or is it still kind of?
It's opened up a little bit. It's a bit narrow. There's some buildings and whatnot, but yeah.
I'd like to, I guess, fire kind of like a warning shot at the ground by their feet, and tell them to stop.
Oh. Actually, Al, I can only do this to one of them, but I could stun them.
Rix, give me an intimidation check.
Ugh.
As long as you stun the right one, go for it.
All right, so you go and fire off this shot, and it kind of misses, and they definitely both look at it. You see the Twi'lek turn to the other figure that's with her, and it looks like she says something, and then she continues to take off running, and then the other figure just turns around to face you guys. So we'll bring you in here. So you'll come in from the right side where I'm pinging.
Nope.
So Rix and Remy, you would be, about 30 feet behind them. 20, 30 feet. You weren't on top. Well, I guess Remy, you actually did attempt to do the grapple, so you guys can be a little bit closer. We'll see. And then, yeah, Cade, you back there, and then the rest of you guys are catching up in a round. Let's do some initiative here.
Hey, must be the money.
Could I please?
Wish I could do initiative. Oh man, Nat 1, fuck off.
Yeah.
I think that's like our first one.
I don't have it. Do you want us to put down tokens anywhere? I know that we're probably
Yeah,
off
just
the
kind of
map,
put
but-
them next to Cade for now, just so you're
Okay.
on the map, and then yeah.
So I
So they
can,
could
yeah,
probably
do it.
put up like they're at the top of the corner there.
Yeah, just somewhere, but just know that
Remember,
yeah, you guys are
anyone
coming.
within 10 feet, I think?
It'll
Hold on,
just
let me
be you
Plus
two,
five.
because
Okay.
Cade's up too far. So
That is okay.
so Dab and the droids, you guys are gonna be 2 rounds till you catch up. Cade,
Okay.
you're 1 round behind.
Dab, that
Am
would
I
mean
not?
that you get a +5.
Can we still do like buff ourselves on the way over?
Yeah. What?
You won.
So what? If it's a bonus action thing. If it's an action, no, you can, but it would slow you down a little bit because the chase is implied that you're using dash every time as your action.
All right.
Am I where I am on the map, or am I still off the map a little bit?
You're not there yet. You got 1 round to catch up to them, and then you would be
Okay.
like, near.
Okay.
More in the scene, but yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Sounds like a good roll.
Oh, what was that?
The true duality, a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Equal as
but
all
the one
things should
that's-
be.
But the one that's running didn't roll the nat 20. Rip.
All right. So, Remy, you run up, attempt to grab the Twi'lek, and she just shrugs you off, and she turns after Rix. You fire off this shot that just does nothing to convince them to stand down, and they turn to each other, and the Twi'lek takes off running, and the other female human stops and just turns towards you guys and kind of gets in the stance of like, she's gonna stand her ground and make sure that you guys can't continue on. So it is her turn, and she is going to step up to you, Remy.
Is the other chick technically still running, or is she like, for the sake of battle, stopped?
No, she's still running. Yep. So like, yeah, out of character on her turn, she's likely going to continue to run. Yes.
But during this, I guess, round, she's still at that distance.
Yes.
So her
Yes.
action hasn't taken place. Okay.
Correct. Yep. So this is like one moment in time for the battle. All right. So this female steps up to you, Remy, and she is going to. You just see her kind of pull up her fists, clench them out. She gets a little bit of a stance, ready to fight, and she's going to make 3 strikes at you.
Oh.
Ow.
Horrible rolls. A
Good.
28 to hit on the first one. The second 2 are going to miss. Actually, no, I get. All right, what's your AC at? Yeah, they're all going to hit. She has advantage on all of those. So. This is going to hurt.
Probably gonna kill me.
On the nose, 51 points of damage.
You gotta be kidding me.
Damn.
Damn, Daniel.
Okay.
All right, HK and R2, you guys are making your way here. Cade, you're making your way up. Dab, Rix, you're up.
Jeez. All right.
Does that mean I'm like right there now?
Yes. Yep. When you get back, you'll be in the scene.
Okay.
All right. Well, see, I've got my whatever thing, swift action, so I'll have advantage. Well, not against her, I guess, because she already went. But I would against her. But I guess I just saw her just come up and basically deck Remy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she came up and the 3 calculated strikes, just unarmed. I mean, she definitely had a stance and a technique to herself that, she is definitely trained in fighting and, yeah, just knew where to hit, had strength behind it. Rix, give me I guess just an intelligence check. Where's my sheets?
Just a regular intelligence. No.
Yeah, give me just a straight intelligence check. Oof. Actually, I'll let you do a perception as well. See if that gives you a little better. There you go. Okay. So, obviously, with Remy, basically getting knocked out, you realize that this figure is only unarmed strikes is definitely much more powerful than a standard human would be, if that's in fact what she is.
Okay. See.
Killer Rex, I'll never forgive you.
Also, I'm not here for her, but she's in our way as well.
Yeah. I don't think you're running by her.
I can go around this way. Okay. I guess I will. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw my. Actually, before first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark.
Okay.
I mean, if you can knock her down, knock her down.
Let's see, because I think if I mark him as my quarry, I have better tracking against them.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna mark her as my quarry just in case I can track her down later. And then I'm gonna draw my blasters and try to unload on her and see what happens here. So I'll do my first attack.
Who are you going after again? Sorry.
Oh, her, the
Okay.
one that just decked Remy.
Yep, that'll hit.
And now is Remy unconscious or is he?
He
almost
is,
unconscious?
yes.
Okay, so I can't use my sneak attack. Okay.
Right. No.
All right.
Do you have your scout, right? Oh, never mind. She's acted. Never mind. That's right.
Yeah, so I have my swift action I can't use on her. I'll go ahead and use my extra attack.
That'll hit. Nice.
And then I'll follow up with my 2. Now it's not called 2 anymore. Dual wield mastery. Nope.
All right. The second one will hit if you get the second one. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No, I think that will do it. 'Cause that would be my regular action, bonus action. I haven't moved yet. Is this like a box or something over here? Well, she's unarmed though, so she's not gonna cover's not gonna help. I will say I'm gonna go ahead and just back up a little bit, knowing that she likes to punch people in the face.
All right. Okay, so you get 3 shots that do connect, and you notice that they make a significant impact against her. And you step back. Remy, death save.
There's no way I could use any action.
No, you're
I'm
knocked out.
unconscious, right?
All right, 1 on the plus side. So the Twi'lek is going to take off. Attempt to. All right. Back top of the order. The other female that's with her is going to look around and she just turns to you, Rix, and just says, "Stand down and end your pursuit." Give me a perception check as well. Okay. You notice something a little odd in her voice and her cadence. That you can't pinpoint it, but
Damn it.
definitely is a little bit odd in
Zach
in the
has
way
a
she
theory,
sounds.
but
And then
Cade
she
not
is
smart
going
enough.
to just simply take her movement and double movement and play catch up there. Droids, you guys would be just about getting into the scene almost. Cade, you are there. So Cade, you're rushing up, and you
Hey,
see Remy on the ground. Rick's kind of standing off, and then Rick's you're seeing that other female rush off in the distance. R2.
I was trying.
No, you're fine. Yeah, so I'll let use that, and that'll get you basically. So same thing. You caught up with Cade, so you guys are just getting into the scene as well, and seeing that everything that went down. So Remy's laying on the ground, and the targets are running away.
Yep.
I will 5, 10, 15, 20 come up here. Bonus action lend aid for Remy. So Remy, you heal 9. Channel the Force.
Droids, you guys will go after Cade here.
5, 30. Yep. 35. Oh.
Actually, just R2 because HK does not translocate.
Yeah, I was just about to say. HK is still running.
Does he have what's his speed?
HK is
It's faster
30.
than you probably. Yeah, say so.
Yeah.
That's a range of 60 feet, but they are out of range, so I got nothing. I will. I'll. That's my whole turn right there.
And you saved me, so.
All right, Dab's just about there. Rix.
All right. Well, since I've got her marked as my quarry, I'm gonna move up a little bit.
Sorry, Todd. Any chance that I get the same perception check to see this lady?
No, because there's nothing. I mean, everything you see, like she looks normal.
Okay.
You know, you wouldn't have heard her say anything. She would have been out of range by the time you ran up. So yeah, you wouldn't have been able to pick up on that.
Okay, fair enough.
So. Oh, sorry, Rix. Before you go, I missed. R2. You would be just kind of coming into the scene, as well as Cade did. So.
Alrighty. Let's see. Yeah, so I've used up all my movement, I'm guessing. Yeah. Not a ton I can do here. Yeah, okay. Let me see. Yeah, nothing would totally work here. Oh, that would work. I like that. Okay. Boing, boing. Explosion.
Jesus.
Yep.
Someone's not gonna be too happy with you.
Did did R2 remember the
He did
alive
not.
button?
She's not the target.
Oh, you're going after her. Oh, okay. I thought you were going after.
Yeah,
Oh, you're just
Oh,
okay. You're only getting the one.
I'm only getting the one.
Okay. Dex
Yep.
save.
Yep.
Gonna blow up all of Ord Mantell. We will be staying for just half a day to get the hell out of here. You blew up my shop, you bastards.
Dexterity.
Dang, that's a roll too.
Oof,
Damn.
bad roll. Okay. And what is the damage type? Fire?
It is fire. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Man, 4 6s out of that. Nice.
I know. I was like, what?
All right. So you blast off the explosion, and though she looks like at first she seems to not be able to get out of the way, it looks like she at the last second has a little bit of glide in her step, or she's light on her feet and is in fact able to get out of the way to make that save. Holy shit, yeah, I just rolled over the damage as well. So, 17. All right. And she, after she jumps out of this, she turns around, and Cade, you can see that she does not have a happy look on her face.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Okay, Rix, now your turn. Sorry.
My eyebrows are singed.
Alright.
You were out of range. It was good.
It's still an explosion.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, so I guess I'll use my full movement to get up as close as I can. I was where here.
You'd be singed.
Yep.
Should I tell an embarrassing story about Remy when we did candlelight services at church, and they would, him and his brother, who's a twin, because they're like 7 years younger than me, so little kids. Oh, let's stare right at the flame, aka put it in my face.
Eyebrows. Yep. That sounds about right. Children should not be allowed to touch candles.
You get tired, and it's just like, yeah.
Especially in an environment where they've been told to be quiet at all costs.
It's you're leaning down, you got your elbows on your knees, so you just got this flame to stare at. It's the entertaining thing happening, and let's go home.
What is that smell? All right, sorry, Rix.
That's right. Yeah, so I don't have anything that can slow her down, so that's just gonna be what it is. Yeah, the one that's been doing the damage here, I'm going to go ahead and.
You can always shoot non-lethally.
Oh, okay.
Blam.
Right?
Yeah,
All energy weapon, you can do that, right? I believe so.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and actually, since she's my quarry, yeah, I'll be no disadvantage because of the range. I'll non-lethally attack with the Twilight.
That'll hit. Okay.
Then my extra
Ooh,
attack.
nice. All right.
And then, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and dual weapon it here, minus or without the proficiency.
Okay, for 2 more.
Bonus for 2 more.
That'll hit. Is that +5 still? It just doesn't have your. Oh yeah, because you'd be at +9, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, it'd be +8, but yeah, it's just 5 with
you're
my
good.
5
Okay.
dex.
Yep. Those will both hit.
Yep. All right.
14. All right. So those are some significant hits as you just stop blasting. and fire off shots towards the Twi'lek, kind of catching her in the back as she's she's running away, and that kind of makes her stumble a little bit. Anything else?
Nope, that'll do it.
All right, Remy, you have.
Oh wait, one thing.
Go ahead.
I get the Ranger's Quarry. I forgot that she
Oh
was
yeah.
marked.
All right, nice. So yeah, she's getting down there. Probably one or two more hits will probably do the job. Remy, you with the aid of Cade's aid, you have come out of unconsciousness. You are laying on the ground prone, so half your movement to stand up.
Okay, well, I'm gonna use my Leonian agility then, so I can move faster.
All right.
So I can get to here. And I'm gonna shoot this stupid Twi'lek with my light bow.
That will just miss.
Can I
Still
use my
shaking
guidance?
off being
Does
knocked
the
out.
guidance not count on attacks?
Nope,
Guidance
only
is an
skills.
action.
Come on.
It's also an action to cast.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
I figured you go after
I get another attack, so.
I figured you go after the chick that just knocked you out.
Oh Jesus. Okay, well, I'm spending a focus to take an attack. Thank you.
All right, that'll hit. Who are you going after?
The Twi'lek.
Okay. Roll damage on that. All right. And are you doing that non-lethal?
Oh, does that knock her out then?
The 11?
Yeah.
It will, yes.
Oh, okay, then don't worry about my stunning strike. Yeah, I'm just gonna non-lethal knock her out.
All right. So Remy pulls up, fires off 2 shots that go wide, but finally he's able to aim true and puts a shot into her back that stuns her, knocks her out, and she falls to the ground. Anything else?
I don't think I can do anything else, but actually let me... Or no, that was a bonus action, so no, I'm good.
All right, so she's down. All right, top of the order. This humanoid is going to he's going to turn around and march this way, and she's going to, let's see. She's going to come down here between you guys. She sees that you got up, Remy. She's going to turn to you and use one of her attacks on you.
Please, miss.
Thinking about it. And we've got an 20 plus to hit.
Oh my god.
For 14 points of damage. Kinetic
Just
damage.
kill me.
Throw all those candles in the face at church service, Remy.
Yeah. And then she turns to Cade and is going to do 2 attacks to you.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
With a 17 and an 18 to hit.
Both of those will hit.
All right.
What's she
and
attacking?
First one is going to be 23 points on the first one.
Jesus. All right.
And then give me a...
Takes away my 2 temporary hit points.
Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I would rather not, but sure.
Right?
Oof.
Okay, so her first hit comes out and just rocks you, and you are knocked prone. So now that you are prone, her second one comes in and is actually, what's the ruling there? Auto hit? Or is it-
Advantage,
Advantage.
which she already has, I thought.
She already had him.
No, she didn't have advantage.
Oh.
I always get
Prone.
these mixed up. When is it an auto crit?
That's when they're paralyzed.
Paralyzed. That's
Yes.
right. Okay.
They are at advantage now.
Okay, so the second one would have hit either way, so I guess that doesn't matter. So you're prone, and she comes down, and then her second one, she comes in, and this one a little bit less, 12 points of damage there, and give me another. Sorry, give me a Constitution save now. All right. So the second hit comes in. There's not as much force behind it, and you feel that she tries to hit you in a spot to try and stun you, but you're able to shake it off. And then that's her turn. HK has made it. HK has entered the battlefield.
A new challenger is approaching.
Do I have the the ability to like move down a couple of squares at all?
We could say that you like came in like here.
Okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're not like in that specific spot. But...
Please. Okay. Well, monkey see, monkey do.
Wait.
I'm going to adventure. Not good. I don't know why I have what. Why is that on there? Huh? Okay.
Oh, do you have
Well,
the-
yeah.
Interesting.
And then I'm adding what's it called? I'm adding a superiority die for precision attack.
Okay. And
Oh.
okay. What's the die size?
It's actually never mind. It's just a D4. I forgot.
Okay. Yeah. That will miss. So.
And that's okay because we're going to go to R2, who is 1 sec here. Yeah, R2 who is still far away, unfortunately. R2 is going to give. Oh, that's good. Okay, R2 is going to give a potent aptitude. Let me make sure I can do it to people far enough away. Second range. Within 60 feet.
60,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give it to Rix then.
Okay.
And then I will, at disadvantage, take an attack against a blaster attack against the woman here.
Okay.
Blast him.
And with disadvantage. And
Alright, that will miss.
yeah, that's okay because HK is using his reaction to take another shot. Oop. And we're doing. Excuse me here. Yeah. So I'm going to use a there we go. Okay, so I'm using another potent aptitude, adding it to HK's attack here, which is going to be a D6. Okay, and that's to damage and to hit with the slug.
Alright, that will hit.
Yep.
So that's going to be 13, 14 plus 4, so 18 total damage.
And then I'm going to use trip attack and roll the D4. Hey! And she's got to make a strength save of 15.
Alright. Straight strength.
Yep, straight strength.
I feel like she's got high strength. She's been whooping the shit out of everybody.
Well,
better than nothing.
unfortunately, she's gonna fail. So what is the? She's knocked prone.
Knocked prone.
All right, so she falls down. Cade, so you are prone. and this woman. There's just three. As Rix looks on, you guys have all just laying down together, taking a nap in the dirt.
I would like to stand up. Ow. Took me down to half hit points with 2 hits.
Enjoy your half hit points.
I will draw my new lightsaber, which I wasn't able to attune to, but it still works as a lightsaber, correct, Todd?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes, it
And
does. Sorry.
I will draw one of my old ones as well. And she's prone, right? So I get
Yes.
advantage?
Yep.
So you gonna
Alright.
execute her laying on the ground? Oh my God, Cade!
God, I hope so.
It's gonna
Cade.
be like Dooku style and just do it.
That's not... hold on.
He tries to
Hold on.
shove off that he's Mr. Boy Scout good guy, and he's gonna just.
I drive both my lightsabers through her chest as she lays there wounded.
Well, I can't even roll to hit. I can't even hit. There we go.
Hey. Oh,
Second
dang
one,
it.
yes, does hit.
I would like to use a second level 3d8, 3 points for 3d8 Divine Smite. Or
Okay.
Divine Smite.
Yes.
Force Empowered Strike. So that's this damage. Terrible.
Ah.
Plus this.
Ooh. Yeah, that
I like that.
That'll do it. All right. How
And-
are you? You doing
It is
lethal, or
set-
you just?
It is set to stun. Yes.
Okay.
Which is what I was about to say when everyone was like, "Yeah, kill her!"
But just the way it was like coming, it's like I draw both my lightsabers. It's like,
Well,
I feel like
got the
you could have
chance.
done that with one. So.
So as you, all right, so you stand up, standing over this female figure at your feet, pull out your sabers, and the first one, just for some reason, your balance is off or whatever from your massive hits against you. But your second one, you're able to get it on, and you just kind of, strike down at her to basically knock her out. You can give me you can give me a perception check if you'd like right
I
now,
would
Cade.
Ooh, probably not an advantage though. Good.
All right. So you can't pick up on anything specific, but there's just the way that like when you attacked her with your blade and whatnot, there's definitely something different about this being. And yeah, so that would bring us out of combat. So Dab and the droids, you guys are just on the outskirts of this right now. I guess is anyone going to Remy?
oh, I forgot Remy's.
Is he dead?
Is Remy
He's
down,
down.
again?
Remy's
Okay,
messed up.
I will heal him.
I'll heal him.
No,
I'll
I
heal
will.
him.
It's
I
fine.
already rolled it. I beat you, Cade. Ha ha!
Just later, like, hello.
Got you, buddy. Don't worry about it.
All right, just 6 Dab. Anything added or just straight 6?
It's plus
Yeah, it's +2, so it's
Okay.
wisdom. So it's 8.
Yeah.
All right, Remy. So again, you kind of come out of unconsciousness, just like holy shit, and
Did she tried to that second hit when I was prone? She was trying to drop kick me in the balls, wasn't she?
something. Yeah, she definitely wanted to try and knock you out, to stun you. So
Ow!
Turn tables.
All right. I guess I'm not sure how long they stay. How long do they stay stunned for?
I mean, she's unconscious.
So yeah, actually, it's so I was
Or
looking into
unconscious,
this the
rather.
other day because I've had a few times in games where people just shake somebody and wake them up, which I couldn't find like a true ruling on it, but you have to do some healing to bring them back. So
Yeah.
so it's actually it's 1d4 hours that they will come back. So yeah, there's no reason for me to roll it right now. So
Oh, okay.
unless you guys were not going to do anything, but
Well, I was gonna come over here and put my binders on the target.
okay.
I've got. What do you want to do with Mrs. breaking my ribs over here?
So I guess I'll
I gotta
come
have mine
over.
to kill her.
No.
I'll just come
Don't
over
be
and
so domesticated. Come on.
just kind of, I guess, investigate her and see like what her deal is. If she's got anything
stuff.
on her, if we can kind of figure anything out about her, because I don't think she's a human based on what she was doing.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a investigation check. Yeah.
I'm not
Bleh.
seeing
So at your initial glance, she passes for a human.
Oh wait, didn't R2 gave me something? Does that count for this? What was that?
Potent aptitude, it does.
Integration.
What is
Is it a
that?
D4?
D6 now.
D6.
Oh,
Almost a D8.
Yeah, does the 13 help me?
All right.
roll it?
So that does not. She just still seems to be normal.
It's the same as the 13.
Okay.
Anybody? I don't think anybody was. Anyone proficient in medicine?
No, we all suck at that.
Nope.
Not
I'll
yet.
still roll it if it helps.
You've already done your investigation, so.
Take it.
I can give it a try.
If you want, sure.
Come on, Dad. Hey.
All right. So yeah, as you come up and kind of investigate, at first inspection, again, she just seems like a human being. There's nothing that seems different. But just at the last moment, you do pick up on something that seems very odd. There is actually almost an electronic circuit type components within her structure.
Yep.
Deep inside.
She an HRD?
Out of character, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So like an LMD?
Basically, human replica droid.
Okay.
So it means nothing if I kill her, right? So I can
No.
still kill her.
No.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
R2 can put her back together when I'm done.
We have the technology.
Yeah. I guess while they're doing that, back over here on the Twi'lek, I guess I just want to check her gear, make sure if she has any weapons or anything that might help her escape. I want to take that away. The usual.
Yeah,
For
give me an
escape
investigation
protection, I
check
think.
on her. All right, so she had a blaster pistol, and then a couple vibro daggers as far as weapons. Beyond that, nothing much else of note. Just some some very minimal adventuring supplies. She had about 150 credits on her, kind of packing light.
Okay. I'll go back over here to the group. Yeah, so the bounty was only for the Twi'lek, so I have no need to drag this one back to the ship.
Well, we still don't know what she did. And kind of seems strange that she's traveling with someone that's this good at hurting people, unless we know what she did.
Well, we're she's restrained, you're more than welcome to wake her up. Perhaps easier to get her back that way. I don't feel like carrying her.
I'm not carrying her.
Nah, let's wake her ass up.
I got binders too. If we want to put those on.
Oh, yeah,
before...
Well, I have some on the Twi'lek. If you want to put something on the her friend here.
I can slap some binders on her.
All right. So I guess we'll come over.
Prepare the interrogation tools.
And I ready my my carbonite blaster just to freeze her.
I will just lend aid again. After I'm sure that she's secure and that she's been disarmed. Someone search her. Well, see if she has any weapons on
I
her.
think that so you guys that were just kind of doing your
unarmed.
investigation checks at least to try and figure out what she is. She did not have anything on her,
Okay.
weapon-wise. So she's dressed in a very form-fitting kind of spacesuit, if you will, whatever. Very sleek. As you've learned of what she is, it fits. It fits what something like this would wear, whatnot, things like that. So yeah, pretty minimal. There's not much on her. She's definitely built for her strength and ability.
I guess I don't know if lend aid is actually going to work on her.
Oh, you're doing it on her. I thought you were doing it over here on the.
Well,
Twi'lek.
what do you want? I mean,
got
we can do
one
that
droid.
too.
I'd rather look at the Twi'lek and find out what the
That's
deal
probably
is.
a better idea. Yeah, I'll lend aid to the Twi'lek.
Okay, so just the 9 over there. Yep. Okay.
It's always 9.
All right. So yeah, she comes out of it groggy at first and struggles against the binders
Easy.
and just looks up at you and just has a scowl on her face as Rix goes over there and takes his helmet off.
Yeah.
Right.
From her name.
Is that a
Seikuu?
multi-sided token?
It
Yeah.
is.
That's awesome.
So cool.
Seikuu Rakis, I presume.
She
As I
looks at
say
you
to the
and
Twi'lek.
just kind of scowls and just says, "Yeah, what's it to you?"
5,000 credits is what it is to me. That's the current price on you.
We only did this for 5,000 credits. I'll give you 5,000 credits and not die.
This is my way into the. I gotta prove myself to the guild.
Remy, how many hit points do you have?
8.
No, I give you 27.
No,
get you back in the
Cade's gonna smack him and knock him out, I think.
Yep.
God.
She just kind of doesn't really have much to say, much reply. She seems like she kind of understands the business, I guess, and whatever.
Jeez.
You got your
What-
you got your queries, so
So, what's the deal with your friend here? Never seen one quite like her before.
she says,
Motion over to her.
she
And I'll say
says
she's
that-
not. Don't worry, she's not dead yet.
That's she just says that's fine. There's plenty more of them as needed. As you probably figured, just a bit of an escort for myself.
Is she
Didn't work very
sentient?
well.
She says she believes she is.
Oh, well, that's like a whole thing, man.
She
Dang,
says
Kate, I could have killed her.
she turns to you and
Could've
says,
killed
"The maze is not for you."
Ah,
Huh.
God damn it! What a good show. Anyway,
Can those? I get. Well, yeah. So I guess I don't know if those can be reprogrammed or not. Maybe a new friend for R2.
Hi. I know R2 was already like looking her over. What the hell?
that's like. God damn it.
So when Dab was looking her over as well, he did notice a kind of a tattoo or marking on the dark female there that looked like a dark sun.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Great. Now,
This is fun.
okay, Dab. If Dab points it out, Cade might know what that is.
Guys, it's the Black Sun. We're in trouble.
That's fair enough.
Ah, okay.
Dab knows what it is.
I'd assume the droids would. They like that underbelly.
I don't know if I do. I assume I don't.
I mean,
I mean, I've traveled a lot, so maybe I would have heard about them.
yeah, I would say without a roll, you've probably heard of them. You know, they're I guess timeline wise and just kind of being a little loose with this, depending on the resources that you kind of reference. I don't think they've hit their prominence yet. Depending, let's see here. Actually, no, never mind. Legends and canon is insanely different. So yes, they have been around quite a long ass time. So yeah, not really. You at least have heard of them. You know they're a criminal organization.
Great.
So, you do work for Black Sun, or the droid just came from them?
She just looks and says she just says yes.
Would I have known them based on history, Todd?
What's that?
Would I have known them based on like the other history from my Cathar?
I don't know.
I don't know if this ties in.
You
to
might
that same.
you might know of some lore that I don't. So
Also, Todd, just for the record, I don't know if we're gonna get into another fight, but since I got a crit with a melee weapon, I gotta use some Channel the Force back.
okay.
I guess as far as it ties into quote unquote Clone Wars and everything else that happened with Cathar.
We're way we're 200 BBY, so
Right, but
I don't think it'll be super pertinent, at least in the session, so we can talk about it later.
okay.
So
All right. Well, I guess there's no sense in continuing the conversation here. We could have it back on the ship and get out of here. I'm assuming the bounty needs to be delivered somewhere, or do I just turn her into local authorities on Ord Mantell?
you are going. You guys are heading back to Nar Shaddaa, so that would be the most direct approach. You could try and seek out, potentially a guild faction or whatever here, but yeah, probably easiest route's just kind of taking her along with you.
Okay. Well, what do we want to do with her companion?
Let's take her and reprogram her and make her into a bodyguard.
Wait to use more droids.
Yeah. R2 and HK can learn from her.
Can we make sure she's fully deactivated and cannot be reactivated?
You can try.
By all means, just go easy.
R2 wants to attempt that. I mean, she's currently unconscious, knocked out. So
Oh, rip.
yeah, R2, give me a technology check. All right. So yeah, you kind of tap in and you're able to find her programming well enough and get that shut off so that she's not gonna kind of spring to life or anything. So.
Yeah, let's take her back to the ship and see what happens.
Yep. I'll carry her.
All right. So, Cade grabs the this replica droid over his shoulder, and you just kind of forcing the Twi'lek along, I assume.
Yeah.
All right. So, kind of push her along back, mostly back the way you came, heading back through the streets. You get a couple people that look at you here and there, but most people are going to keep to their own business and just kind of say whatever. It's not extremely unheard of to see something like this on occasion, so no one's really paying too much attention. You guys get back to your ship. The little service droids are just kind of going around, topping off your fluids and just doing some minor maintenance. That's kind of part of that docking fee. The initial droid, protocol droid, welcomes you back, and it just says, "Are you leaving already?"
Yes, give us a half refund, thank you.
Oh, I apologize, but if you would have requested only a half day's stay, we could have complied with that. But
How much did we pay? 150?
yes,
I mean, I paid it.
yeah.
That's not worth it. Let's go.
So you guys pile on your ship and get ready to head off. Remy, give me a piloting check.
You got this, buddy. Yeah.
Nice. All right, and remember, Remy, like on that, you would have been able to throw on the guidance. So I guess you could turn it on and just have it on.
I didn't really need it.
Yeah, you can turn it on and have it on all the time, and then we'll just ignore it, which might be easier, but whatever. So you guys pull up, get out of there. What are you doing with your captives?
We have a cargo hold, right?
What's that?
Don't we have a cargo hold?
You do.
Can we secure them in there?
If you like. You have.
We also have
you've
extra
got
crew
cabins.
quarters.
You've got.
Yeah, I thought about taking one of the cabins and disable the door so it can't be opened without us from like the center
it
console doing it.
If it
That's
can't be
fine.
open from the inside, yeah,
So I have to keep watch on her.
that's fine. We can take turns.
Yeah, or the droids can do it since they don't need to sleep.
Plus, you got somebody has cast alarm. They can cast alarm on the door too.
Not exactly
No,
my
I
specialty.
don't think anybody has that. Yeah. So.
Oh, I thought somebody clicked it earlier.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe alert? Does somebody have alert?
Oh, alarm protocol. That's what
that's
what I meant.
that's for
I misread it. I just saw the word alarm. So yeah, I say we take two of the cabins and keep them separated.
Yeah, I would
Okay,
say.
go ahead and give R2. Give me a technology check. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're able. So you put them in two separate cabins. You kind of lay the lifeless replica droid into one cabin, and close the door, and then you put the Twi'lek in another cabin and close the door there, and then R2 comes up and is able to get into like the locking mechanisms and disable them from the inside. Basically, you're turning on your child locks, safety locks there, most annoying thing ever, and so that you guys can open them from the outside or remotely via up at the controls and things like that. So you have that taken care of. So then Remy heads back up, begins his ascent off of the surface of the planet, and you get above. And Rix, give me a what did we decide the other time? Can you do a technology check for your astrogation, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because you guys have whatever. All right. And then do you get a bonus to that?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Do I still have my aptitude for that? I don't know.
No, I think you didn't. You used that on something, didn't you? Yeah, you did.
Oh, is it a one-time use?
Yeah. Yep. Just one time. What's up, Cade?
Is this technology unheard of? The human replica droids? Or is it?
I would say that kind of like lore wise.
Yeah, I'm mostly wondering if like Black Sun suddenly has this technology. I'm wondering if I shouldn't call my contact in the Republic. But if it's not that an alarming of a thing,
yeah, I'm not sure. It's just I don't have a good date. I guess what I lean to is that to you guys, like you guys kind of understand just through your own investigations that this is a some kind of a replica droid, right? But beyond that, and you saw the marking, so I guess that's kind of the information you have. You haven't really necessarily. It's not unheard of to maybe have a somewhat replica droid, but maybe to this scale, this lethality, this ability is maybe new to you, Cade.
Okay.
I guess use that as you will. Computer. I think you get a +1 to that as well. So, okay. So, yeah. You guys, Rix, you're able to calculate your jumps that you need to get back on a course to head back to Nar Shaddaa and head that way. You guys do have, before you make your jump, you do get a message that comes in on your comms. Cade, did you have anything else there before we jump to that?
I'm gonna type out a text message to send over hypercom in my character info channel.
Okay.
In Discord.
Okay. So as you guys are about to head off as well, you do have a message that comes in from a holographic transmission that comes out from a Jade Green protocol droid that many of you are quite familiar with. And stands there and kind of on loop until you guys answer it. He just says in his robotic voice, personal message from Popara the Hutt, standing by.
I guess let's go up and answer it.
So as you do, he says, please stand by. And kind of signs off, says, may his name ever be sung with praise. There's a little bit of static, and then Popara appears, looking much the same as the last time you all saw them. He's calm, and despite the fact that it's a recording, you get the feeling that he's looking right at you all. He speaks in Huttese, and the voice of H3 translates. Gentle and capable friends, says the Hutt. I wish to invite you to meet with me at the soonest convenient moment. Come to my home on Nar Shaddaa. I will be hosting a series of banquets and wish for you to attend. At that time, I would like to discuss a loose end from your adventure on Endragod. I believe a storm is coming, and I want to be prepared. Come as soon as you are able. I will be waiting. There's some static again, and H3PO reappears. Popara, may his tongue always be tipped with sweets, requests your response to this message. Downloading coordinates and approval codes for your arrival. We will meet again on Nar Shaddaa. And with that, the message terminates.
Right.
So you guys, Rix, you then calculate your jumps and are able to head off to your journey back to Nar Shaddaa. Again, another couple days to get back to Nar Shaddaa. And so you have 2 nights to travel, about 36 hours or so, almost 2 nights, and to get back.
I guess on the journey back, I'm going to ask the group what the plan is with the second, or with the original lightsaber. I guess we recovered that Popper was after.
So I think you guys had said you wanted to send him a message, but I don't know that actually happened. I think like things kind of got distracted and did other. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, I think we talked about.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think like an actual discussion or message ever happened. So yeah, just to kind of reset that, is that as far as you guys know, Popara, received his money back. He hasn't really contacted you guys about that. That is kind of up in the air. Give me anyone that wants to give me a quick insight check. Ooh.
Whoa.
It's only number 2 on the night. Oh, look at that. So you guys just, as Rix, as you bring this up to the group, after hearing this message as well, as you guys begin your journey through hyperspace, Dab, Cade, and then Rix, even yourself, which might have kind of prompted you to bring this up. With this message, you get a little bit of a sense that maybe it's not as important, that whatever this message is relating to is a much bigger deal. That maybe Popper is not so concerned about that item.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever that means to you guys, but yeah.
Go back and sell to the other hut for 25,000 credits.
Okay. So I tried to. This is Jedi stuff, but I tried to, bond with this lightsaber, the one that we repaired, and it rejected me, and I'm not really sure why at this point. And I don't know if, because they came together, if they're a bonded pair or something like that. The crystals are different, so that doesn't make any sense to me.
Wait a second, and then I grab the second one, Dab, and then Cade does, and then they both glow mysteriously together, joining us as friends.
Is that
like the Wonder Twins?
Oh no, we're not doing that.
No.
I don't know much about laser
Dab, are you
swords, but,
igniting your
is that
saber?
unusual?
I'm sorry, what?
Dab, were you bringing yours out?
Oh, come on, Todd. All right.
He's doing it.
I don't know why, Cade, but the lightsaber is calling to me. And I pull it out.
All right. Okay. That's all. I just wondered if you actually did that or not. So.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead. Somebody was saying something.
I was just saying, is that I don't know much about lightsabers, Cade. Was that unusual for to reject you?
It's never happened to me before. I mean,
Remy, give me a piloting check, please. Actually, never mind. You guys are in hyperspace. Never mind. I'm sorry. Actually, Remy, give me a perception check.
Ruh-roh.
All right.
Plus
Okay.
4.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. Continue on.
I mean, it's never happened to me before. I haven't
That's
heard
what
of
she
it
said.
happening. Okay, thank you. I knew it as I said it. I knew it was going to happen. I honestly have no idea.
What happens if Dad tries to fiddle with it? Todd.
That's also what she said.
We just got Todd demonetized. Too many.
Yeah.
Too
TOC.
many jokes.
TOC.
Sorry, Twitch.
We didn't
All right.
mean it.
So, Kate, you have yours out. I guess you guys out.
All right. All right.
Okay. I need to take a breath.
Do we?
For a 5-minute
I mean,
break.
yeah, we're about to. Let's just do that. We're gonna pull a critical role here, and we're due for a break anyway. So let's go shake off the giggles, and we'll come back and try and Dab, throw up a gif of Lone Star and Helmet fighting with their lightsabers. I think that's most appropriate. So, but,
Dang it. I was already typing that. when
Yep, there you go.
Said that.
alrighty, yeah, let's take our break now. We'll come back and then we'll get pick up right where we're at. So see you guys all in a few.
What we do to get greater insight into the lightsabers.
Yeah. I don't know.
Go to the Jedi archives.
I mean, yeah, but dragging this group all the way to Coruscant sounds like a recipe for disaster. And
Hey.
Yeah,
Hey.
Cade, give your group a little more credit.
well, there's
I
also
figured.
the thing that like Cade hasn't been back in a really long time either.
I can't be any worse than Dab going back to Tatooine.
Yeah, but
Getting ambushed by his crazy ex.
well,
It could get worse.
Damn,
it's mostly. And you guys ever had a boss that's just kind of how do I say this? A little too insightful.
Oh, tell me
Can
about it. Both the
See
droids.
right through you.
Both of them swords throw over to Cade. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Although Dab, as you do, hold on. Dab, get your lightsaber out again.
Oh, Christ.
Here.
I'll activate mine as well. Does it do it again? Todd?
And it goes back.
Yes.
There's something about these two lightsabers together. I can feel it. Its resistance is going away.
Dad, could you turn yours off and back on again?
See if that helps.
Does it feel like they're connected?
Can you do it one more time?
Yeah, Todd, are they attracting each other?
Also, no, it was Dab's lightsabers got me feeling some kind of way.
Dab, you don't really notice anything.
As they're doing this, I'm just gonna look over at HK and R2 and just kind of shrug my shoulders and point like, "What the hell are these guys doing? Turning lightsabers on and off on and off."
Fair enough. Dab, would you mind if I held that one for a second?
Oh, this is getting
Do it,
awkward.
Dad. It's
Okay,
gonna get
buddy, here you go. And I toss it at him. I toss in the lightsaber while it's fully ignited.
All right.
Most lightsabers, I thought, turn off.
You have to lock them on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a
Yeah,
curve.
yeah.
Purposefully.
Use like the force to push the button.
Right.
So you lock it on and then toss it to Cade.
Yeah, and then at the last second, right as you're about to catch it, I let the ignition go.
Dives out of the way.
Buddy.
What do I need to roll?
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Oh boy. All right.
R2 uses
Dab,
to flicker
Dab, you
the
give me a
lights.
sleight of hand check.
The best role playing ever.
All right, so Cade,
Oh God.
Remy, you don't need
Well,
to.
I'm not gonna attempt to. I was gonna attempt to grab it, but not anymore.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna lose a hand.
So, okay, so yeah, Remy and Cade both lose a hand, so you guys have to use your other hand to play rock, paper, scissors to see who gets the Bacta tank first, because you only have one Bacta tank on the ship.
Yes.
I didn't lose a hand. I rolled a 15.
Yeah, but Dab wasn't finesse enough to turn it off like he wanted to.
Oh
Yeah.
damn. All right.
No, I'm
Okay.
kidding.
God.
Can back the tanks regrow limbs and appendages?
Like I
I
think
feel like Luke
in
got shafted.
some
if that's the
language
case.
it can. It depends, but
We got two robotic arms in the crew quarters.
Yes.
it's true. All
Sit
right,
down,
so
Cade, sit down. We're gonna
Oh
put
my
your
god.
Yeah.
okay, Cade,
Two left hands.
you're able to catch the lightsaber, and you have them both.
Does it feel any different?
Uh,
damn it.
yeah, I mean, as I kind of messaged you before, it's kind of the same thing, maybe a little stronger, but you know that it's something that you would have to spend some time with.
Okay. I was still gonna suggest that we gave this one to Popra. Fuck. I mean,
Well.
Criff.
If he doesn't ask for it and he doesn't pay up for it, it's no obligation to hand it over. He seemed content to let it go.
Yeah, we're gonna hold on to them for now as we go speak with Popra.
That's a good plan. If it just so happens that they have to be attuned to together, I will buy them off from the rest of the group. If that's okay with everyone.
Your credit's been the same as a Hutt's. That's fine with me.
Yeah, well, why don't we test them out in battle and see what happens?
That's fair.
We're gonna go to Popra.
Okay,
Papa.
so
And I guess I will. I guess should I? I don't know what technical protocol would be. I guess I should radio ahead and let them know. I guess the guild to maybe meet me at the spaceport, or 'cause I don't know if we're going to Popper's house directly or to the spaceport, then to his house, or what the coordinates they gave us were.
yeah, so they gave you like a specific landing bay for you guys to go, so you can, you can we'll just say that you kind of make a pit stop to
Okay.
drop them off first, and then head back
Alright.
to where you need to go for that. So, yeah, say that that's ready to go there. So, all right. So we've got tonight, and then tomorrow night, and then in the morning of the next day, you'll be at Nar Shaddaa. So you guys said you're just kind of setting up some watches. Like what's going on during your travels here? We know that some of you are doing some training and things that we already took care of. But anything else that you guys are doing during this trip?
I mean, I will spend some time trying to figure out what's going on with these lightsabers.
The droids are keeping watch on the our guests.
And I can also help with that. I mean, I
Um,
can sit in the hallway and do that.
Dab hasn't really bonded with Remy, so he's going to sit in the co-pilot seat and regale Remy with stories of Dab's exploits, much to Remy's chagrin.
And the droids cave.
Of course.
All right. Give me. Oh, don't open this in. Dab. Give me a D20, please. All right.
Dang.
No. Dab.
So as you are actually, sorry, give me a D100.
Boo.
Roll a 100.
All right.
He'll
So
take the 20
actually,
into
this is super
consideration.
appropriate for Dab. So Dab, one topic of conversation that you have with Remy is what is the luckiest thing that has ever happened to Remy? Is your question.
God, I don't know.
I ask him.
I didn't die getting knocked out twice.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty lucky.
Am I supposed to know something else here, Todd?
No, just open-ended role-play interaction.
Oh, we're doing
command
that
you.
those backstory questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what you said
Have
you
a good
do. You're
time.
going to chit chat.
Ah, okay.
Why is no one having fun? I specifically requested it.
Well,
All
that
right.
was very interesting. I'm gonna go now. Bye bye.
Oh, rip.
Remy gives Dab a little bit of a cold shoulder. He really tries to concentrate on on studying up his piloting
Flying.
to not hurt the group in a future episode. So, all right.
Scenario.
Otherwise, it's a quite uneventful trip. You guys take your turns. There's a little bit of rustling inside the cabin with the Twi'lek, but if you check on her, nothing of concern. She requests a couple times to use the refresher, but
Which we deny.
What?
but she seems mostly cooperative, defeated, and just whatever. Seems like she understands the process, I guess, enough. But
Don't
you
hate
guys
the player, hate the game.
head in.
Can I?
What's up?
Before we land, can Dab ask the Twi'lek, "Hey, what exactly did you do?"
She just kind of gives you a humph. It just doesn't reply.
I guess we'll never know. All right.
All right. So, as you're coming in through hut space, it's uneventful. You pass through without incident. The smuggler's moon is like a mud wasp nest, with craft buzzing around it at all times. There's a number of ships that have collected in a holding pattern at the trailing Lagrange point, waiting for permission to land. As you get there, you head in and you drop off your bounty, Corey, Rix, and they thank you for the acquisition, and they do pay you for that.
Gertjan.
All right.
And the guild leader there. Where's that list of names? You got his name for me?
Chris something.
I don't
Start
have
with a C.
Hanson.
Angel?
Uh,
He's a
Well-
mind freak.
mind freak. My mind, it's getting freaked.
R2 should start picking up
Caston.
magic, learning how to do magic.
Yes. There.
All right, sorry. So Caston,
Whoa.
he thanks you and says that he acknowledges your excellent job on the acquisition and says that we'll certainly have more lucrative opportunities down the road. You've definitely proven yourself a worthy member with this initial target. So whether there was or not, you feel that you're much more officially a part of this guild house here on Nar Shaddaa.
All right.
And from there, you head back to your ship and head over to meet with Popara. So you take off again, Remy, and punch in the coordinates and whatnot. It's a short trip over, but you get to the location and you start to drop down between the colossal skyscrapers of Nar Shaddaa that are rising up from the moon. There's narrow spires and blackened domes that appear both magnificent and malignant. There's cloud cars and swoop bikes that dance around, catwalks and bridges that span the bottomless canyons between them. You drop into one of those canyons, and the sunlight seems to disappear above you. You pass frightfully close to other buildings as you plummet, and eventually the descent slows, and you touch down softly on a landing pad suspended between two of the great buildings. You feel it would take a good pilot to lift off without computer aid.
Hey, lucky us.
Hey.
Save that for future roll.
That was box text, by the way, but that's pretty hilarious. Waiting for you outside on the ramp is Mika the Hutt, a pair of Nikto bodyguards armed with carbine rifles, and a jade green protocol droid. As you guys land and depart down your ship, Mika, puts his arms out and welcomes you. Says, "Hello, friends. Hello. It is so good to see you again." He speaks to you in basic.
Uh-huh. Hi. No one was talking.
Good to see you again, Mika.
Glad to see you are in good health.
Says, "Yes, thank you. I do owe a good portion of that to you all for getting me off of Endrogod. It is very nice to be back home." Vago sends his regards. I kind of weaseled my way into joining the welcoming party, if you will. I really wanted to welcome you all being here.
Aww, we much appreciate it.
Hey, Mika, how's that punk brother of yours?
He says, he kind of gives a laugh. He says, "Zanos is still definitely a punk, as I think you will see. But enough of that. We have an excellent evening for you. Popara is very excited to see you all again. We have a grand feast and celebration this evening to enjoy. Please gather anything you need. We do have rooms set up for you all to stay in for the evening. So bring any luggage you need. And any droids that normally accompany you all are welcome."
We
Nico,
weren't gonna
did we-
ask.
What's your father want with us?
He says, "Well, Papa doesn't always give too many details, even to me, his own son, but I do not believe it is of any concern." I think he would definitely like to again thank you for your work with bringing me home, and maybe some follow-up questions on the Ender God situation.
Well, lead the way, I guess.
Everyone,
It
give me
involved as
a
to why
perception
Kate
check,
killed someone.
please.
There were so many things being said right there. What?
Perception
Okay.
checks. And Remy, what were you saying?
I just was making a smart ass comment. It's like that wouldn't happen to be as though why Kate killed someone, would it?
Yeah, I mean, that's at the back of my mind. Wouldn't surprise me if it came up.
All right, so
I think we know what we're doing.
you guys are very perceptive, and as you come off, you guys and are talking with Mika, the two guards next to him, and the droid standing there. There's catwalks that kind of surround this landing platform, and everyone at a 20 or above, you notice a shadowy figure that is perched above one of the catwalks. And you can make out a little bit of a silhouette. He's in a crouched position. Looks like he has a weapon of some sort trained on your group.
Hey guys, there's a shadowy figure up there with a weapon of some sort trained on our group.
Does R2 yell that out loud?
Doing a whisper yell.
R2 would notice it. HK, I guess translate. I guess if R2 yells it through
I speak
Most
binary.
people know
My lightsabers
binary.
are out.
I point him out with the with a manipulator.
How far
Over
is he
there.
up there?
Does it say? I thought it said. He's probably like 100 feet away from you guys, and then he's up. Oh, I thought it said how tall these catwalks were.
I'm only 3. I'm too young.
They're a
to
good,
die.
maybe 3 flights, if that, 2 or 3 flights of stairs. Oh, here we go. 6 meters. So 18, 20. We'll call it 20 feet.
He's 20 feet up.
Yeah. So a
Or-
lot less than.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will step
Well,
in
he's
front.
20 feet up, but he's not like right next to you guys.
Sure.
He's probably, as I said, 80 to 100 feet away. So as you guys notice this figure, Cade, you snap out your lightsabers, and then you all hear a loud shot go off. And
Can I get between him and the sniper and Popara?
Popper's not here, but Mika.
Yeah, Mika. That's who I meant. Sorry.
You can, yes. So you jump over. You hear the sound of the rifle going off, and then you hear a. Second.
I guess Saber Reflect only works if it's targeted at me.
Right.
Rules is written at
So
least.
I will jump then.
Everyone just jump in front
So
of each other.
you just hear
Now
you hear an impact, a blaster impact, and then you hear a droid voice, just kind of like grumbling and being frantic. And as you all turn, you see that H3 is shot right through the shoulder. And it's a pretty heavy impact, and he slumps over. Immediately, the Nikto's guards turn their blasters and start shooting up at the figure on the catwalk.
That answers
get
my
it.
next question.
I go to heal.
All right, so
It's an
H3
emergency.
on the ground, and R2, you head over and kind of begin patching up your fellow droid there. Mika is just immediately, frantic and concerned, and as you kind of step in front of him, Cade, you can sense his his appreciation for that, but still his fear from that.
Valid. HK is
Um,
looking around now like wild.
As the do we see the shadowy figure guy run off a certain direction, or
is he running or is he still perched?
He's beginning to run. So he is. Let me grab. So
Gonna say he might
if you
be
have your
getting
ship and you've got like catwalks on either side, the nose of your ship, it's like the catwalks would be kind of like a U-shaped, and there's the stairwells are actually at the front. So he has to run, kind of towards the nose of the ship to get to the stairwell to get down. So he's kind of running towards that.
If
Go ahead.
phase walk is a bonus action, so if I use that, can I run 35 feet phase walk, another 30, and get close enough to try to force pull him off the?
Yeah,
Off the
yeah, I'll
railing?
say that he's definitely taken some shots from the Nyctos, and he's starting to slow down, and there's not really any cover, but his options are kind of like basically jump off the landing pad, or maybe try and a miracle happens and he's able to escape. So, yeah, you run over, and go ahead if you want to use that.
Okay, so force pull. I'm just going to try to force pull him over the
Mhm.
side of the railing. That's a range of 60 feet. He needs to make a strength saving throw.
What's the DC on that?
13.
All right,
from
that's
the
he's just gonna fail.
Oh,
break his neck on the way down now?
well, how far is he actually falling, though?
Well, he's the
It's
20 feet.
That's
Terrible.
Which is
Yeah,
2d6, right? 1d6 each. Yeah.
yeah, for 10 feet.
All right.
He'll probably
Oh.
bounce. He'll be fine.
That yeah. So he comes over and you reach out and pull him forward off the edge, and he just falls to the ground. And there's a heavy thud, and the Nyctos are continuing just lighting him up, taking this guy out.
I was gonna say. Yeah.
So they fully just blast him while he's just laying there on the ground.
Well, yeah, on his way down. I mean, are you guys doing anything else once the?
Yeah, 'cause once he hits the ground, I want to go over there and yell, "Hold your fire!"
Okay.
I'm also interested in seeing if he has anything on him that would indicate who sent him.
I'm gonna interrogate this fool.
So he's looking
Yeah.
very rough, and so yeah, Rix, you run out, kind of tell them to cease fire. At this time, so whoever's kind of still by Mika, a little
Archer
bit
and
of,
HK.
fluster in his voice still, especially when you, Rix, when you yell out cease fire. Mika says like, but why? This is an assassin. Clearly, we must take him out.
We need to know who sent him.
Yeah, we need the cause.
And why he's such a bad shot. Unless he was aiming for your droid.
And then almost more under his breath, to himself almost, Mika begins to say, I wonder if it was Lungru. Maybe somebody working for Lungru. As you guys get close to the figure, you notice that it's a Syrian. Kind of almost cone head shaped characters.
So you said Syrian. I was like, huh. Okay.
Oh, so like Kiadi Mundi.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so the bodyguards do kind of halt their fire, especially as you guys run up on the figure. So he's laying there and he's extremely hurt. Rix, you're going up to him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll also be there too.
Yeah, so as you guys step up, you do notice the distinct pattern of darkened veins that seem to be dancing over his face.
Oh, he's on fucking Tempest.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Kind of want to tranquilize him or do something so he can't
Yeah.
kill himself, assassin
Got some
style.
more binders.
Yeah,
I
that would've-
assume
He is,
that
from the fall and then the damage, then the shots that he took already. He's definitely like on his last leg. I mean, he's not, and he's still trying to gather himself.
Okay. Yeah, I guess
you can just stun him.
pop him in the head with the
Okay.
pistol whip or
Yeah,
punch him in the face. knock
he's
him
at a
out.
point of that's gonna do it, and that's gonna knock him out. So
Okay.
you kind of bop him, and he goes unconscious.
Yep. So we'll while he's
Double.
unconscious, we'll put binders on him. Because I assume I'll get my binders back from the last person, and then
Did you
Double
put him
the
on the
brains.
Twi'lek?
Double.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, you guys dropped her off. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Okay.
And then I just want to search him for anything he may have on him, and also recover the weapon he used.
Make sure he doesn't have anything else.
All right.
Double
So
the
you don't
brains,
see his
double the
weapon.
concussion.
It's you assume that it's on the catwalk. That he dropped it, gave up on it as he fell over or whatever.
I'll hop
Um,
up there and grab it.
He
If I
does
can
have
find it.
on
You're
his
gonna,
person.
you're gonna jump on the catwalk, Cade?
Yeah. I'll climb the stairs.
Okay. Never mind.
You're gonna try to force pull my leg as I'm jumping and make me eat shit.
No. Never mind.
Rick's he does have a simple vibro blade on his person that you see. Beyond that, there's nothing else. He just kind of wore like a black kind of tactical jumpsuit type thing. Didn't really have anything else. Definitely nothing else identifying. Cade,
Okay.
as you run up, as you kind of get back to the area where he was and was attempting to flee, you do find a sniper rifle up there.
Yeah.
I'll come back down and I'll hand that to Rix.
So as you guys are, investigating that, whatnot, Mika is still a little flustered. Thanks R2 for kind of patching up H3, and just still kind of muttering to himself. He just says, "I just can't believe this. Was I the target? Or Vago was supposed to be here. Maybe Vago was the target."
Do we know who Vago is?
Yeah, Vago is the other hut that usually comes out with H3 and yeah.
Okay.
The dad.
So either the assassin knew that that Mika was gonna come instead of Vago, or they were after Vago.
Yeah. But if they're after Vago, then why take the shot at the droid? Or at me?
I mean,
Or at
yeah.
whoever.
So we can drag this guy over here to, I guess we're by the ships, drag him over here to the loading ramp and wake him up and start asking questions.
I get the feeling he's not going to be super coherent, considering he seems to be on Tempest.
Oh.
Worth a shot, though.
All right, so you kind of pull him over, Mika kind of says, let's leave this to the local authorities. We can just throw this scum to where it belongs. I'm sure you all would like to get ready after your travels and relax a little bit before dinner. Surely I can just call the guards and take care of this.
You don't want to know?
As you said, it's likely that if he has succumbed to the Tempest, that he might not have much useful information. But I understand your persistence, and perhaps there could be some information.
We break out the interrogation tools.
See, okay, that's the second time you said that. Do you have interrogation tools?
Yeah, buddy. On the ship. You didn't see them?
I did not.
There's a
I
wrench
generally-
and a scanner and a
All right,
defibrillator.
are you waking up
Those just sound
this guy?
like medical implants. Yeah, I'll
But if they're used this way, yeah, we wake them up.
All right, so he kind of snaps out of it, and of course, reflexively fights against the binders, and
Actually, if someone else can heal him, I can use Lend Aid to maybe bring him out of the Tempest a little bit.
Oh. Yeah, R2 can heal.
Got a little bit of Colto in you.
Yeah, a little Colto.
all right, nice.
And
So
I
yeah,
will
you'll do that, and then
try to alleviate the poison.
yeah, so so he snaps out of it, and he's groggy, obviously from being knocked out and his wounds, and eventually that goes away a little bit. You can tell that just from you guys' experience on Androgod, he displays the characteristics of somebody under the influence of Tempest a bit. And then Cade, you reach out and through the Force try to at least neutralize these effects of the drug. And you seem that you do a a pretty good job of it. You likely know that this drug is, that's one hell of a drug, and
Yeah. I have no illusions about curing this guy of all of his problems. But
Right,
maybe
right.
just make him a little bit coherent.
Yep,
a
yeah.
little bit more
So that definitely does help. So, but he just, now he's just looks annoyed and frustrated.
I'll say, morning, sunshine. Who sent you?
Says, I just picked up a blind contract sent here to destroy a green droid.
Oh. Break his arm.
Lot. Hold on.
A contract from where?
Blind contract. Don't you understand what blind means?
You're gonna be blind when I shoot your eye out.
Kid.
All right. I'm gonna get real tired of holding them back if you don't give us some useful information.
Oh, good cop, bad cop. I like this. Yeah. I pull my heavy blaster out and start readying it.
Give me intimidation checks.
Oh, I suck at this.
Nailed it.
You can give me an advantage. One more.
Come on. Ah!
Nice. Yep. Very appropriate. So he just kind of looks at you, and he almost has a smirk on his face, and he says, "I told you, I picked up a blind contract to destroy a green droid on this landing pad. He would be accompanying a Hutt. That's the only
HK wants
thing
to
I
break
know."
his arm.
I guess real quick, being a bounty hunter, would Rix know what a blind contract is? Some sort of mercenary assassin business.
You'd have enough knowledge that it's definitely not unheard of for something like this to happen. That this would certainly come up. There definitely could be truthfulness in his statement.
Dab hands HK a giant wrench and says, "You know what to do."
Yeah, HK wants to go and break his arm. Let's go.
Where did you get the Tempest?
He says, Tempest has begun its spread here on Nar Shaddaa. It's not too difficult to find. HK, give me an attack roll at advantage, just like a straight D20 at advantage.
Wrench check.
Wrench check. Okay, straight D20. Let's go. Bam, bam.
All right. Yeah, I'll say that hits. Give me a D4 plus your strength modifier for HK.
2.
All right. So you just heavy whack. You're targeting his arm, you said?
Yeah.
All right. So you just a heavy whack against him, and he just yells out in pain, and his other hand goes to his arm immediately, as it kind of like hangs there. You're not sure if it's broken, but it's very potentially is. He just he kind of turns back to you, Rix, and Katie, and just says, "I told you all I know."
I hand HK the battery with the battery cables, and I'm like, keep going, you're doing good, HK.
All right.
Where were you? Where were you to collect payment on this contract when it was done?
Says it would be deposited into my account.
How were you going to contact the giver of the contract to prove that it was done?
My employer said that they would verify that by their own means.
Oh, well, now we're getting somewhere. You have an employer. Who's your employer?
Employer for the sake of the term. It's still a blind contract.
And
So
Guys.
confused. So it just shows up in your mail one day. Go kill a droid. There's got to be somebody.
Sounds like easy money to me.
Didn't exactly have a great exit strategy.
Rix,
Yeah.
give me a deception check.
Hey, I'm
Never
I'm
mind.
good at that too, just like in
I
Temptation.
mean, unless you fail it, but go ahead.
So I can't succeed. I can only fail.
There it is.
Wow, I apologize for calling that out for you. So he looks at you. He's like sizing you up and down. He says, "You seem to be asking the right questions. I assume you've found your way around a contract before, maybe a little bit of bounty hunting."
I have.
Rix? No.
Says, "So you must be a bit shiny then, if you're not too familiar with how to obtain these blind contracts and the natures of such things. You might want to go back to the guild hall and study up a bit more."
Wrench
Oh,
me.
okay. So this sounded like kind of off the books kind of stuff the guild might not do. So okay.
All
All
right.
right.
I think we let Mika call the cops on this guy now.
No. And I hand HK pliers, and I say, the teeth, HK, the teeth, go for it.
HK, you're better
yes.
than he is.
No, you're not, HK, let's go.
You don't need to resort to this kind of
Rule of a
violence.
kind.
HK just
Mika-
looks back and forth.
Mika
I don't
steps
like
in and just says,
mommy
"Surely
said,
you've
right?"
gotten the information out that you need. I
Yeah.
think that we can turn him over to the authorities and be on our way. We would not like to
Mika,
draw
yeah.
any more attention to Popara."
Or any more blood. Mika, any idea why someone would want to blast Age 3?
Sorry, you were asking him that?
Yeah.
He just kind of says, "No, not at all. As I said, I assumed that potentially, if not myself, that Vago would have been the target, and the sniper, the assassin, had just missed. It's very very confusing indeed that H3 would have been the target."
Age 3, you got any idea why someone would want to blast you?
While R2 has
Oh, is he still
done repaired him,
down
yeah,
with
but
the
he is not. Yep.
shit?
He's just kind of squirming and making inaudible or unintelligible noises.
I'll keep going. I got slots. Let's go.
I also have a droid repair kit.
That's true.
All right, yeah. If you want to go ahead and spend that.
Sure, it's got 3 charges, I think.
So you get to a point where
looking it up.
H3 is able to kind of get back, and he just as he comes to, he just starts complaining in his typical droid voice, saying that yes, exactly. Droids are just made to suffer.
All right, easy there. How many?
Did you hear that, AK? Droids are made to suffer.
How many charges did I have to expend?
Just one.
Okay. All right. Well,
Did you say the authorities showed up to take this guy away now, or they're on their way?
Yeah, Mika can kind of have somebody come over and call some people to do that. So,
All right. I
assuming
guess before they take him away, I want to take my binders back.
okay, yeah. So
So,
they come
the only
up,
pair I have.
kind of swap that out, and take them away.
I just had a thought. This is supposed to be a nice occasion. Yeah, I'll go get my luggage, I guess.
We could go change into your finest attire.
I mean, I have this and Jedi robes, and that's it.
I'm pretty sure Kate has overalls, right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's actually a onesie.
Oh, a romper? Kate has
Yeah.
a romper?
Nice. What's the forever lazy?
Actually,
whatever.
it just says juicy on the butt. That's it. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm going to
no.
Photoshop this now, right?
I figured you would say that.
All right, so Mika is a little bit on high alert, but Mika and his guards escort you guys into from the landing pad in past the entrance door there, and in seemingly like an endless succession of hallways, bridges. You go through high-speed lifts. You came in lower of this tower here, but just the way that Nar Shaddaa is kind of laid out to begin with, you're expected to go through this to get where you're going. Everyone, give me a perception check as you guys are traveling along.
It's another sniper.
It's only number 3 on the night. Slacking.
I'm finally.
Oh,
breaking
another
out.
one. Hey,
You're either
I
in
just
the
gotta call him
20s
out, man.
Yeah, it seems to be either the 20s or the low.
All right. So
low
everyone,
10s.
20 or up. As you guys are wandering around, you, on one of the moving walkways that you're heading through, you see across the way there's another walkway in your view, a red-haired female that looks quite familiar to you all in the distance. So you continue on. Mika continues on the escort, and you are brought up finally one last lift and get into Popara's domain. Everything is just very opulent. The walls, the carpeting, is lush. There's troughs of native local plants and lamps to keep everything warm and bright. And once you do get into this area, Mika visibly relaxes, especially given what just happened. He takes you to a row of rooms that are quite luxurious. Think of like a nice higher-end hotel type room. You all each have your own individual room. And he says, they has a modest view that you can see out from the tower, looking at the towers next to it. And there's a few stray beams of sunlight that seem to sneak in. amongst all the high towers and things like that. Mika says, please feel free to store your belongings here and freshen up. We will have somebody up to grab you for dinner later on when that is when the time comes. And just before he leaves, he says, any weapons that you are able to conceal and hide are welcome, including your lightsabers and things, but other main weapons you will need to either leave here in your quarters or they will be checked at the door. But again, we will have a droid come collect you when the time is ready. And again, welcome. And he slithers off to leave you all to get ready and just kind of relax a little bit before dinner that evening.
So we have to leave weapons that aren't concealable. I love it.
Yep, anything that wouldn't have the hidden property.
So the slug thrower has the hidden property, and so does the hidden blade. So yeehaw!
There you go.
Guess I got my holdout with me.
All right. Any of you frequent these fancy functions?
Never.
No.
Dab has been invited as a champion gladiator once or twice to these things. And there's a picture of Kate in the chat for you. But yes, Dab has done so.
That was real quick.
It's pretty scary.
I like the slippers. That's a really nice touch. The slippers.
So I tell them, just follow my lead and we'll be fine.
All right. Do you think he looks down at his like normal clothes that are just wrinkled from being under the armor? You think this or Jedi robes? Which one of these is going to go over well?
The romper.
Not actually a thing.
Jedi get respect. Wear the Jedi robes. You'll be fine.
All right.
Now it's in the chat for all of Twitch to see.
Oh, I just pulled it up and dragged it over on stream, so it's canon.
It's canon.
All right.
Yeah, you gotta be comfortable sometimes.
Anything else you guys are doing while freshening up or hanging out until maybe a little pre-gaming?
Yeah, let's have a couple boganogas in the hotel room.
You got your shared door between your rooms that are unlocked and opened, and you're bouncing between rooms and
Yay! Room service, guys.
raiding
There's
the
better
minibar.
alcohol.
I try to teach HK and R2 how to play Criff Pong, which is like beer pong.
That's true. Is there like a mini bar in the room? Any kind of alcohol?
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of that. You know, you have your basics in there.
I'll clean myself up, have a drink, and stash my holdout blaster.
Okay.
HK is hiding the hidden blade that I've just that he picked up a while ago, and then is slug thrower, which has a collapsible stock, which for some reason gives it the hidden property. So yeehaw!
All
There you
right.
go.
Now we'll do an 80s montage, music montage of us pre-gaming and preparing weapons and drinking too much.
You guys seen?
Does R2 have like a...
checks in? That
Man, what a throwback.
I
Does,
know.
does R2 have one of those compartments we can stash a weapon in and he can shoot it out to us if we need it?
I
Gosh, that'd
don't
be
think
cool.
so.
No.
All right. So after
flavoring it.
a little hooliganism, eventually you get knocks on your doors, and a jade green protocol droid arrives to escort you all to dinner. The droid takes you to what's that?
That's H3's back? Or is it a different one?
Are you saying this or just kind of thinking it?
Gosh.
So I'm gonna, that's when I see him, I'm gonna look at him and say, H3, is that you? I'm a little buzzed.
He just turns and replies and says, yes, I am H3, H3POC.
Wait.
No, you don't know us then.
He says, "Are you all ready to go to dinner?"
Sure.
I sure am. Got an empty stomach.
All right. So
Because you're a droid.
H3 takes you to a high-speed lift. You take it up to the highest spire of Popara's tower. The view from the altitude is amazing. Great windows frame 3 sides of the room, and outside the sunset is turning the other towers a color of molten blood, and the sky is a deepening blue, striated with yellow feather-like clouds. Even at this height, the sky holds a veritable swarm of airspeeders and cloud cars. The fourth wall consists of a great set of sliding doors opening into an audience chamber beyond. These doors are slightly translucent, and one can see the silhouette of a large hut and a smaller hut, most likely Popara and Mika. The two raise what looks like huge goblets, and drink. As you step in, the room itself holds a menagerie of guests. There are huts present, as well as Syrians, Rhodians, Twi'leks, Bims, and a lone Bothan. All are seated or sprawled around low tables, and Twi'lek servants bring a variety of dishes, drinks, and other intoxicants. A 3-piece band wails in the corner. Xanos is present with his Wookiees, and his eyes narrow when he sees you. He has no time to comment as the great sliding doors open and Popara slithers in, Mika at his side. "Gentle beings and fellow sentients," he says in Huttese, "welcome to my humble home." And you guys will step in on the right side here for our dinner party.
Oh man.
I whispered to Cade, the huts like a good food fight, especially if you're the first one to throw food, Cade.
Sure. You know, you know, I'm unfamiliar with fancy parties, but I'm pretty sure that's not true.
Okay, well, you could have been the hero. Where are we gonna go sit?
So as you guys come in, H3, kind of presents you all to Popara at the head table here, and Popara responds in Huttese, and H3 translates, and he just kind of says, "Excellent," acknowledging you being here. Says, "A drink and mingle with the others. I will want to speak with you all later." And he kind of, he's got his 3 Twi'lek servants next to him there, and so most of the guests are kind of sprawled out. You guys have availability at any empty seat. They're kind of spread out at the different tables. The droids are not assumed to take a seat.
Wait a second. This is the one that tried to kill us, isn't it?
Yes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes.
Allegedly.
I'm gonna come sit. Oh, I was gonna sit here with this chick. Remy beat me to it. What the hell?
You can sit with a joke, that's fine. I'm just trying to pick the safe spots.
Oh,
So
The safest spot. So paranoid.
So as you guys go and are starting to look for your seats, Popara, he kind of, as he addressed like you guys and then the room, he then, the Rhodians that are there on that north left table, they all go into the audience chamber, and the doors close behind him, and there's a moment there that seems that they're having their own conversation. So Rix, where you are now, that is where Mika is at. So you're with Mika, the 3 Bims next to you, and the female to your right. You recognize her outfit, her garments, her wear to match that of the CSA.
Okay.
CSA, Lamau.
To the table to the left there, where Remy is at, Remy has quite a group there. That is...
Wasn't one of the wasn't the sharpshooter one of these this race?
What's that?
Well, the sniper wasn't the sniper one of these?
Yes. So the Syrians, yeah. So that, Remy, you are seated with Lungru the Hutt, and Lungru has some Syrian guard, kind of bodyguards standing kind of against the wall. To your left is another Syrian that is kind of introduced to you as Lungru's kind of personal advisor. To your right, Remy, is a female Bothan named Haja. And next to Haja is two Twi'leks, a male and female, that introduce themselves as Ranso Lee and Kruva Lenda. Going to the north is where Cade is at. The Rhodians, you kind of went and found your seat, and the Rhodians stepped up and left. Only coincidentally. And because they are going to meet with Popara. The hut, though, before you is Parella the Hutt. And Parella welcomes you. He has a nasty, is a bit of a nasty and unpleasant demeanor and whatnot. Strikes up a little bit of conversation with you, or kind of just to himself even, and he's just kind of complaining that he'd rather be out hunting, and instead of hanging out here with a dinner party. What are you wearing, Cade?
Jedi robes.
Okay, so he definitely recognizes this, and as he's kind of rambling on about hunting and things like that, and he says, "You, sir, you look like you are a Jedi. Am I mistaken?"
No, you are not.
This is
Already afraid of where this conversation is going.
very nice. And would you happen to have a lightsaber? I'm very intrigued by the Jedi's weapon, and I would love to see a display of that.
Well, I think it's hardly proper to bring a weapon to dinner, so I'm afraid I left mine in my room.
He gives you a laugh, and you see him kind of reach kind of down to his side under the table and pull up a little small holdout blaster. And he just kind of gives you like an eye, and he says, I recognize your discretion.
Sure.
So, but maybe after dinner, and he slides it back. He just says, what about, do you find yourself a hunter at all?
Not really my specialty. Got a friend who does some hunting sitting at that table over there. I'll point in the general direction of Rick's. But I don't find myself hunting very much.
Says, I would much rather be out hunting world bats on Nal Hutta than, attending these decadent parties, of course. But
well, heavy is the head that wears the crown, I guess.
Yes. So next to you, Cade, where the droids are, Dad, where are you at?
He sat down with Popper.
There is no seat there for you, sir.
Paparazzi camera and a holocams with me.
So the droids and then the servants would come over to you and and just kind of, I'm sorry, sir, but there's not an open seat available here. You'll have to find somewhere else.
I guess I'll have
I
to sit
know.
right over here.
Huh. Ask someone to get up and move, I guess.
So at that table there, Xanos there with his Wookiees that all are, as you would expect, giving you guys eyes, and they're
Hi.
already, he sarcastically congratulates you on rescuing his brother. He sounds belligerent and slurred already.
Mm.
And
then I say, we're watching you, and I fly away.
HK waves.
against the wall are 3 Nikto guards that are just kind of overseeing everything as well. Back to your table, Rix. The female next to you introduces herself as Miltra, Miltra Dolar. She just says hello to you, says that she's from the CSA, and she says, are you one of the few that worked with Popara and his exploits on Endergard?
Yes, his humanitarian missions.
I suppose that's one way to put it. I'm here to thank Popara for his aid in the crisis, but those exploits that I speak of, are personally a bit unimpressive. It's attempts like that, people like you that just make things more dangerous for others.
Well, I would think the CSA would have been happy for additional crates of the antidote to distribute to the citizens, were they not?
Which Popper provided, yes. But I did hear that your group, ran our blockade and risked transmitting the terrible plague further about the galaxy. I actually think there was a report of one of the pilots being shot down.
Oh, that's news to me. I was strictly there to help deliver supplies for the antidote and to look for our guest or host here, son, Mika. I'm sure you know one another. I'll gesture over to Mika, who's at that table, right?
He nods, and she kind of nods as well. Give me a persuasion check at advantage.
Got this, buddy.
I'm actually going to sit over here.
The droids aren't supposed to be in a seat.
I think it's hilarious that they are. And
all right, so she just she kind of stops with the probing, and she says, well, if that is the case, then I suppose I owe you a thank you as well for your help. The situation is well under control, and I thank you for that. Next.
Well, you're welcome, and I'm glad to hear things have improved for the citizens. And thank you for all of your hard work as well to help the planet. I'm sure it couldn't have been done without the CSA.
The Mika introduces the 3 BIMs next to you as well, and just mentions that they're here to seek yet another audience with Popara. They're trying to seek protection of their ships from pirates. They've been having trouble with that, but Popara's kind of stood them up a bit here and there. and whatnot, and you know they're aware of Tempest situation kind of going on, and you know they don't really talk about it too much out front, but you know they mentioned that that's definitely having an impact on you know trade with planets that regularly trade with Hutts, and you know things like that. So the pirates are that much worse.
I guess while we're chatting around the table, I'm gonna ask: does anyone have any idea on how the Tempest has spread from Indragod?
There's just kind of blank stares for the most part around the table. You know, Miltra, she doesn't really have much to offer that as well. Just says, yeah, it's you know, it's not. We're not certain, you know, if it even originated there, what it is, where it came from. But they are certainly looking into that.
All right.
Remy, over at your table. So Lungru, he kind of introduces himself a little bit, and you hear him kind of mumbling as some of the others are kind of having conversations. You pick up on the two Twi'leks. They're ambassadors of sorts, if you will, the representatives of a crime lord in a distant system, and they've come to speak with Popara to procure some freighters for smuggling operations, and just talking about that sort of stuff. Lungru just talking about those criminal operations and whatnot. You pick up a little bit here and there that Lungru feels that Popara is just kind of mellowed a little bit in his old age, that you know, maybe he needs to kind of step down and pass reins on to somebody else, maybe to one of his sons or something like that. He kind of talks to the other two Twi'leks as well, and says that you know, as they talk about the Tempest, that he believes that this is actually a potentially wave of the future, that the Hutts should benefit from stupidity of other species.
I regret sitting at this table because I have a feeling they're all bounty hunters, and it was not the safe table I thought it was going to be.
The Vathan next to you, she kind of keeps to herself for the most part. She's busy just kind of writing things down. She's taking notes. Just kind of very peculiar in that. Doesn't really have much to say there. So.
Could I motion over to the four guys here and mention that I feel like I've seen one of them before?
Who are you mentioning that to?
Just any of the, yeah.
Who are you, like, trying to point that out to?
Them, I guess, in general, like wondering if they're, you know, missing anyone from their crew.
Oh, sorry. Okay, you're calling them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
yeah.
you were, okay, I thought you were, like, trying to tell your counterparts, hey, you know.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, so Lungru, he kind of picks up right on it, and he just kind of very pointedly says, I assume you're talking about the potential assassination attempt earlier. Before a dinner party? How crass. I would never think of that, even if it was me.
I don't know about that. It would be a quick way to stir things up before a dinner party, to suggest more action that would need to be taken if Popper was not so willing to do so himself. Would be a good point of leverage to get him to step down.
Says, me and Popper, we are definitely old rivals, but it is much easier to deal with him than to fight him. My friend, while you seem quite exotic, and I'm sure you've traveled much, I do believe that I would be much more wise, especially in this particular matter. I would advise you to keep your nose out of other people's business. And at that point, the Syrian to your left just kind of leans a little bit over you, just a little bit intimidatingly to kind of say, "Hey, all right, let's ease back on these questions and whatnot."
I'll lean back at him and say, and I'd appreciate you not to underestimate me.
So him and Lungu, they just kind of like just a short little laugh under their breath, and just trying to move on and get over the tension at the table. Cade, eventually the Rhodians come out, and then when that happens, the two Twi'leks, probably pretty thankful for this, get up from your table, Remy, and they go visit Popara. The Rhodians come back and sit down, and you guys chat a little bit. The Rhodians are here just looking for employment from Popara.
Well, I'd say you're on the short list if you're getting invited to the dinner party. So, congratulations.
So yes. Our meeting went quite well. We do think that we'll have a good relationship with Mighty Popara.
All right. Well, congratulations again.
All right. So the rest of the the rest of the little bit dinner kind of continues and whatnot. Eventually, H3 comes over and comes to each of you individually and says that Popper is ready to receive you in his audience chamber and talk with you.
Let's do it.
Heck
I'll
yeah.
stand up from my table, if you'll excuse me.
So you all are ushered into the room behind the sliding translucent doors.
Wow, Papa, I really like the minimalist style in here.
So you step in. There's another lift, to the back there. So you guys, the inside. So like the very outside ornate edges of this is really like a balcony type ledge, and there's like glass surrounding like the entire place. So you could. There's a couple doors that kind of go out to that if somebody wanted to go out and look. But yeah, you're just in this large open audience chamber. Into this, almost as big as the other reception hall there. But the view around it is spectacular. Two of Popper's Twi'lek advisors close the door behind as you guys all enter, then go to his side. A third Twi'lek, she steps forward with a large bowl of what looks to be pale, writhing worms. Popper takes a fistful of the worms and pops them in his mouth, smacking his lips and nodding in approval. And the Twi'lek leaves the bowl on a little stand at his side. The great Hutt settles among his cushions and smiles in your direction. One of the Twi'leks translates in basic. "You have served my clan well in the past," says the Hutt, "and I come to rely upon you again. My rivals think that I am bringing you in to find out more about this new spice. This new spice is horrible stuff, dulling the mind and inflaming the passions. It is a danger to all who use it, yet it is spreading like a plague and has infested the smuggler's moon from top to bottom. I want you to find out where the spice is coming from. As before, you will be richly rewarded for your aid. There is another matter, of course." At this point, Popper lets out this very loud burp. Twi'lek pats his side and he grabs another handful of worms.
Yeah.
This afternoon, an assassin tried to take Mika's life. Mika doesn't think he was the real target, but I disagree. I think I have irritated someone in my search for the origin of the Tempest spice. Irritated them enough to merit a strong warning. No one threatens my clan. I have crushed other clans mercilessly for lesser offenses. I want you to find out who's after my family. He pauses again and rubs his belly. A number of other Hutt lords are also seeking the makers of Tempest, probably to make a deal with them for their product. Both Perella and Lungru seem to think I should arrange a deal. They think I am weak and old. If either of them is responsible, I will... His voice trails off and he grabs another handful of worms. You know my generosity. Will you aid me? Will you help me root out the source of the Tempest spice and find out who is responsible for this attack on my family?
Of course, Popara.
It would be
leans
an
forward
honor.
and tells him of the conversation that went on at the dinner table.
If the price is right, of course.
He smirks to you, Rix, and gives you a nod. He turns to you, Remy, and he says, "Yes, Lungru and I have certainly had our differences. I will not say that he is, the main target, but I certainly wouldn't put it past him to be on the list of potential suspects." There have been other attacks recently, and I can't say if they're connected or not, but recently a swoop bike swerved out of control, stuck the side of the tower, breaking into one lower room. There was a blaster bolt that narrowly missed Zonos as he and his bodyguards were moving through a crowded place. The Tempest, he just kind of goes on and says that the Tempest is everywhere, and I'm pretty confident that the attacks against his clan and the Tempest are connected.
So you seem pretty sure that... Well, we talked to the guy that made that assassination attempt. He told us that, and obviously he could be lying, but he said that he was out to hit the droid. Now, for what reason, we weren't able to find out, despite significant effort. Look over at HK. But you seem pretty certain he was there for Mika. Is that because of these other attacks?
He says, yes, that is my main concern. Potentially someone was trying to, if the droid truly was the target, someone was just trying to send a message potentially and not directly attacking us, but it is still an attack on us. Vago, I have asked Vago to investigate, but I am concerned that he might also become a target.
Now, just a reminder, when we came here, they gave us some sort of access codes, right, to get to land or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was going to ask Popara, since the assassin was in your compound, is there any way to get in without a set of access codes?
Well, it's more just clearance for landing, not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if it was like a whole lockdown
Nope.
compound sort of deal. Okay.
Nope.
All right.
He kind of adds on to mentioning Vago. He says Vago has discovered a few things in his initial investigation. Tempest, as you might have already heard, is quite readily available, especially in the lower depths of Nar Shaddaa.
Okay.
Says, you can talk to Vago. He may have a list of good places to investigate in regards to the Tempest, and hopefully find out who is at the root of the spread.
We will talk with Vago and see what information he has and begin our investigation. I assume you will cover any expenses we may incur in our investigation.
Again, he kind of grins at you. You get the sense that he fully is on board with you and just kind of your methods of business and whatnot. And he nods and he says, "Of course, whatever expense happens, we certainly will provide for that, just as long as you can find out who is attacking my family and getting to the bottom of the spread of Tempest." Says, I do believe that, or I don't, not that I believe, he says, I will consider that the Tempest may be from an outside force, but I refuse to believe that the assassination attempts are unrelated.
It does seem more than just a coincidence.
Yeah. I mean, you're a pretty big name around here, and if you're not willing to partner with whoever's spreading it, they might be trying to move you out of the way. So that would make sense.
So yes, this is always a concern. He he grabs the last bit of worms from the bowl, drops it into his maw, chomps on them. He says, "We should rejoin the others. However, there is one last thing. My rivals might think me ancient, old-fashioned, and foolish. I am making plans to step down after all this is over and let new blood oversee my business. He does not know it yet, but Mika, my youngest, has impressed me greatly. He will take my place as the leader of Clan Angelic. He thinks well of you as well, so I hope you will aid him as you have aided me." The great gray-skinned Hutt pauses and lets out another rumbling belch and continues. "I think Mika will need your protection." He pauses again, another belch. I don't feel so well." Immediately, the Twi'leks rush to his side, kind of chattering back and forth in their own language. The Hutt's eyes widen, and he begins moaning. As you watch, you see him just starting to swell up and grow, just very unnaturally, like bloated and then almost. And he lets out a croak as the Twi'leks shout out at each other, their head tails thrashing violently.
Is there any way I can get to him and try to lend aid, whatever this poison is, try to get rid of it?
You can try.
I will try.
All right, so you rush over to him, and he just kind of is continuing to like kind of expand, and his facial expression is in such pain. You get over there, and you do try that. The Twi'leks, kind of seem to be maybe doing something similar, and Popara continues to inflate and grow, and then he lets out a loud, rattling cry as his flesh just rips apart and in a fleshy mess just explodes, and bits of Popara are just flung everywhere in the room. Everyone is just hit by just the gooey mass of these chunks of Popara.
Which one of the Twi'leks, were they all feeding him that stuff? Which one of them had that bowl?
One of them had brought it in and just kind of set it next to him.
So now the sharpshooters and the Twi'leks are all sitting at the same table outside, right?
Well, the Syrians, they're not
The
necessarily.
Syrians and the Twi'leks, yeah.
There's
Dab's gonna go running
multiple
out the door,
Twi'leks.
and
Well, the
I'm gonna run out the door, and I'm gonna tell everyone to seal the door. There's a murder.
Dun,
So
dun, dun.
before
they
you're
just
able to
occurred
do
in the
this,
room we ran from.
before you're able to do this, the doors there, they are flung open, and as you are about to run out, Dab, all the guests are because they heard this very wet slap explosion in the other room, and most of them come forward, and you see Zonos in the center of the room pointing towards. They have killed Popara. I want them alive for torture. And
Oh,
that's where we'll
goodness.
end tonight.
God,
Takers. That wasn't us. I think.
no, someone poisoned him.
Yeah.
That's a pretty transparent move, Zonos.
Yeah. It's fine. I'll just explode him or something.
Well,
So yeah, like he's
it'll look better if we try to explain ourselves first. But then, when it inevitably goes poorly, you can blow him up. I don't care.
Okay, there you go. I figure an eye for an eye, right? He explodes Popara, we explode him.
Yeah. Well, might not be him, but he could be making a pretty just blatant grab to seize power.
True. I'll
very possible.
partially explode him.
All
Make
right.
him a little bit
So
wispy.
we'll pick up in 2 weeks, see where how you guys handle this situation, and go from there.
Oh, my nice Jedi robes just covered in.
Dab,
I will point out
get the
that
Photoshop
as you started
one
to
again.
swell, Rix did move away.
I mean, I was like,
Yeah, give me
Right.
if everyone wants, give me dex saves. Roll
Not
for
my joint.
organic explosion.
Well, you get a 12 with a 7. Come on.
All right.
Ayo.
Cade, you kind of led your aid and then kind of stepped back, and then you were able to just kind of jump out of the way and avoid most of it. Remy gets a bit covered. Rix is good. Dab gets a bit, and then HK's good. R2 can't roll out of the way.
Just like miss us.
ugh.
The I'll
to
say
roll
like
away.
the Twi'leks. I mean, they of course take the blast as well, but they immediately react in a way that is frantic, upset, afraid, scared, confused.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that they.
Yeah.
They probably.
There,
It was more
everyone
like,
in the other room is kind of.
We're gonna need them to clear our name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone in the other room is running frantically. Mika seems like he's kind of getting out of there in fear for his life.
Good.
Whatnot.
Good.
Get away.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where we'll pick up next time. So good session, guys.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Ugh,
Okay.
what a gross ending.
Yep. Dab, I'm so sorry I glossed over this, but this would have happened. So as you guys, we'll say there's a little bit of time that it wasn't like an immediate, like you landed and then went to dinner. There's a few days there in between. So Dab, if you want to kind of describe what you did on those days that you went away, or during the downtime.
I had the crate pearl installed in my lightsaber.
Okay.
Ooh.
No,
Nice.
that's not what I was thinking.
Are you talking about the enhancement?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Cade goes away for a few, Dab goes away for a few days to get away from Cade. And when he comes back, he's got a couple of cables and and a couple of metal things sticking out of from underneath his skin and his eyes, and he's like, "Look what I can do!" And he like activates like this button, and you see juice just starting to go through his veins, and in very much a Bane like form, he just puffs up and gets bigger, and then he does it again, and then you see him get faster, and yeah, so he's become 10% cyborg.
Hey.
The adrenal delivery package or whatever it's called.
Nice.
Yeah. So now I can literally drug myself up every game.
Jesus.
Well, color me impressed. That's
Yeah.
an interesting aesthetic choice.
Yeah. Well, you know, Dab always wanted to be bigger and stronger since he's so little, and
I mean,
that's what he
yeah.
does.
His failures
And
at
Todd,
WrestleMania
I
have
do want to
driven
put
him
the
to.
yeah, Todd. I do want to get the Pearl installed at some point.
Oh, you get if you get it polished or something. Is that what Kate said earlier? Or in
Yeah.
chat?
Well, I think we've got to get it shaved down so it's actually a crystal or polished into something that'll actually refract light.
Yeah, basically seek out a jeweler, and yeah, that's yep. Remind me about that, and
We
we'll
can do that in downtime, right?
yep, we'll working that in as well. So
Peace out.
see you, man.
See it.
All right, see ya.
Bye.